Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on.
To the end, they bulletproof. -20, we in Pitfield at K's Kitchen in a Canada Goose. Famous as fuck, but I'm still in the cut when they round up the troops. I'm just a sicko, a real sicko when you get to know me, nigga. I let the diss record drop, you was staying right below me, nigga. We must have played it 100 times, you was going to bed. Why would I put on a vest? I expect you to aim for the head. I could've killed you the first time. You don't have to try and say it louder, nigga. Trust we heard you the first time. It's nothing personal, I would've done it to anyone. And I blame where I came from, and I blame all my day ones. You know Chubbs like Draymond, you better hope not say none. Them boys, they're a handful. Then I hit them with the high line. Chris Breezy with the dance moves. Mo G with the dance moves. Ad Boy with the dance moves. Jimi Hendrix with the solo. Those are strings that you can't pull. Yeah, and I can really dish it out. Come and get it from the source. But fuck with all the word of mouth. Go to state, running practice at my house, nigga. What am I about? You gon' really feel it now. I'm out here looking for revenge.
I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Dog. I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Dog. I ride for my niggas. Damn, life so short. Fuck it, I don't wanna go to court. Fuck it, got a budget for the lawyer though. Fuck it, I'm on the run for the month. I'm in the bucket, paid 200 for it. My little nigga stuck and even got me paranoid. I'm getting money, that's in any nigga category. Double M, I got G's out in California. I ride for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas. I slide for my niggas, dawg. I ride for my niggas. Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me. Dawg. I ride for my niggas.
It bothers me when the guards get to acting like the bras. Guess every team doesn't come complete with niggas like ours. That's why I see no need to compete with niggas like y'all. I just ask that when you see me, you speak up, nigga, that's all. Don't be ducking like you never wanted nothing. It's feeling like rap changed. It wasn't time, it was rugged. Back when if a nigga reached, it was for the weapon. Nowadays, niggas reach just to sell they record. Spaghetti bolognese in the Polo Lounge. Me and my G from DC, that's how I roll around. Might look like, but we heavy though. You think Drake would put some shit like that? You never know. $1 million meetings in the Polo Lounge. Me and my man Oliver North, that's how I roll around. Shorty wanna tell me secrets by the rap, nigga. I tell that bitch it's more attractive when you hold it down. Kobe about to lose 150 M's. Kobe, my nigga, I hate it, had to be him. Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Tell Lucy and I said, fuck it, I'm tearing holes in my budget. Bag her like we in Publix and take her ass out in public. Ordered her the filet, told them butterfly, she'll love it. She used to soda and nuggets, she really just tired thugging. I'm just hitting my pinnacle, you and pussy identical. You like the fucking finish line, we can't wait to run into you. But let me get my mind off that young rich motherfucker getting mine off rap with my niggas.
I ride for my niggas.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle.
Hey man, and it's your co-host at Rick Masters 23 or Mr. Lee on IG, man. Y'all already know what time it is. The Pull Up Basketball Podcast, baby. get those white shirts, those red shirts, those black shirts, man. Hit up me or B Jizzle, man, in the DMs. We'll get that going for you. You already know we affiliated with YouTube, man. So please leave us a shout out. Hit that like button. Let us get in that algorithm of YouTube, man, so people know that we on, man. We appreciate y'all being here. Super stickers and super comments are available. Y'all already know the deal, man. BJ, go ahead, take over.
My man said it best, man. Make sure you guys go in that super sticker and super comment section right there in the chat box, right there in the $ symbol. Hit that button if you guys want to donate to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. If you guys are enjoying the show, make sure y'all show y'all love and appreciation by doing that. Also, go to our Cash App, $ Slick Rick 1991 Son, $ Slick Rick 1991 Son for our Cash App. If you guys enjoy the content, let us know that y'all are in the comment section as well. We gotta get these people in here, man. I know it's pretty early, so I'm gonna kind of let people warm up to get up in here. But Rick, how you been, bro?
Man, I've been good, man. A little under the weather, you know what I'm saying? Temperatures are changing, but you know, we still kicking it, we still making it, man. How about yourself?
It's NBA season about to be rolling around. Clippers, you know what I'm saying, about to get back into work with them. So it's a very busy time, but it's a very exciting time. And you know, I'm just ready for NBA basketball, watching the preseason, all that stuff, bro. Who you been really keeping your eye on?
You already know I watch the Bucks, man. Like, keep my eye on them. Been watching Miami, you know, Spoelstra. You know how to keep them boys, you know, in fine tune. Obviously, I'm sure the world is watching the Celtics right now. You know, They just won a championship and they still look solid. Like I was telling you before the show, BJ, they're just a solid core team right now. I mean, they've been to the finals, you know, several times, really, like within their career, like that main core, as far as Brown and Tatum and the rest of those boys and Horford and all of them. So now that they won the championship and they won it like with dominance too, that's the main thing. Didn't barely scathe by, like they won it with dominance. So like I was telling you, man, I think it's kind of their season, it's kind of their time. So if they could just kind of keep it up, then they might. I think they can win a few more. Of course, I got my eyes on the East with the, you know, the Pacers, the Knicks, you know, the Philadelphia, which Paul George, I'm kind of excited to see how he does with Philly and how he does with Embiid. I just kind of see what that mix is going to be like, you know. So I'm excited about that. Obviously, when it comes to the West, man, I'm thinking OKC, they're going to have a hell of a year, trying to see what they're going to do. Of course, Denver, you can't forget about Joker, man. He's just beautiful to watch, man. As big as he is, he's just so smooth with the finesse of the game. Obviously, Dallas Mavericks had everybody excited last year, so hopefully they can bring the same excitement. You know, Phoenix, I know a lot of people that love KD. Like I told you before the show, I think they're a little small, but we'll see what they'll do. Obviously, Timberwolves. I mean, BJ is, you know, your boy John Moran is
teams.
John Moran is back. So, DJ, man, this is going to be an incredible year. So I'm just ready to see what happens.
For sure. As y'all come in here, make sure you like that like button. Like I said, we are doing a show with the predictions in the NBA season. So me and Rick came up with our list of teams that we feel are going to be the most, you know, competitive throughout the regular season and going into the postseason. Now, I know it's pretty early. I know trades ain't happened yet. I know, you know, moves can be made all through across the board, but it doesn't hurt to actually get some more content and get some more, you know what I'm saying, predictions out, have a little bit of fun with the teams that we got going in. So, Rick, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to let you go through your list of teams and then let the audience kind of see, you know, what you're working with. I want you to verbally really explain to the audience of why you feel the teams you feel are in their position. And then we're going to go to my list right after. So I'm going to let you take the reins, brother.
All right. I'm gonna wait till you get my list up there. Yes, all right. Boom. Here we go. Make this a full. There we go. Now I can see everything. All right, y'all. As y'all can see, obviously, we're going to start with the Eastern Conference side. Yo, Boston Celtics, hands down. Y'all just saw what those boys did to the Dallas Mavericks, man. And, you know, the Dallas Mavericks obviously are no Rudy Poo team. They actually played against some tough teams last year going up to their way to the finals. So, I mean, obviously, the Celtics are going to be number one, the reigning champs, BJ. Look, it's kind of simple for me. Jaylen Brown came through this last season and looking even strong this season. Like, he looks ready. And when I say ready, you know, a lot of y'all understand, like, there's certain teams in the past where you would look at the team and be like, you know what, they about to dominate. You know, whether it was the Bulls back in the 90s, whether it was the Spurs in the early 2000s and Kobe and Shaq and them, like, certain teams you just looked at and you were like, yo, they are ready to go. And so when you think about that main core, man, like Tatum, Brown, Horford, and the rest of those guys, and then of course, you know, Drew Holiday being acquired and all the little, you know, little roles that he played, really being a defensive player, and they're letting him play more offense here with the Celtics, and just watching, you know, the defensive perimeter and how those guys move and play as a core team. You already kind of know just by the eye test alone that they are ready. So obviously I got Celtics at number 1. The New York Knicks, man, I got them at number 2 because to me, they're also a little bit of a core team. Like, even though technically they got rid of some of their guys, man, like I was kind of surprised, you know, with the trade. But still, I know with, you know, Jalen Brunson on that team, man, that it's like he has a dogged will, man. Like you could tell he really pushes those guys. He pushes himself, but you could tell he really pushes his team. So I'm excited. I think I saw a new cat. I mean, he's not new, but I don't know if it's his second year or third year. His name is McBride. He's the number 2 on the Celtics. I mean, not the Celtics, but the Knicks. And the dude is like, you know, he gonna be nice. I'm gonna put it like that. Like, he's gonna be nice. He doesn't seem like you can speed up his game. Like, he's real comfortable out there. He has like an afro, for y'all that don't know. He has like an orange looking afro. But I really like his game style. I like how the Knicks are looking. So we'll see what happens, man. I got Philly at number 3. Obviously, Embiid, Paul George. Even though I haven't seen Paul George do anything yet with Philly, we already know what Paul George did as a, you know, as a player throughout his career. So anywhere that Paul George goes, you know, recently being with the Clippers, we already know that even when the main star is down, he pretty much can become the star of the team. But the only thing about, you know, Philly I've got at number 3 is because, you know, like I said, Embiid alone, when he's healthy, obviously, you know, he really causes a reckoning. You know what I mean? The dude be dropping 50 points and just be finessing people and hitting that mid range. And he's I think he's the most dominant really right now in the league. I think Joker is the more skillful and has more basketball IQ than him. But outside of that, man, I just feel like Embiid is just a force of nature. And he's very skilled to be a big man. So him alone, you know, kind of causes problems, but he got to stay healthy. Now you acquire a Paul George to play alongside of that. And now we really got an issue. The only, you know, con that I see is that, you know, the other pieces, right? So, you know, hopefully, you know, they can get them in the mix of things. But, you know, when you have those 2 and they can get the rest of those guys kind of just wrapped up in a core system like the Celtics, you know what I mean? We might see something dangerous from them. And then the Miami Heat, obviously, I'm going to say Spoelstra again. I mean, you can give this lamb chops, sausages, biscuits. It don't matter what you hand him. This dude just know how to make a meal, man. Like, he's the perfect chef in the NBA. So salute, Bruce, salute. So, you know, when it comes to Miami, I mean, man, as long as you got Spoelstra over there, he's going to put the guys in the right places. Obviously, Bam Adebayo, the dude has been their anchor, in my opinion. You know, even though he's not necessarily a conventional big man at 7 foot or whatever, like he's 6'9", he still holds down the fort, man. Very helpful. Obviously, Jimmy Butler, when he decides to turn it on, he's a big issue to deal with. So it's like, you know, that whole system they got in Miami is just a problem when they turn it on. Obviously, y'all know I'm going to have my Milwaukee Bucks up here. You know, I'm expecting Giannis, if he doesn't get hurt, if he has no big issues throughout the season, to obviously be Giannis. The man's going to average 30-plus points. He's going to get you double and rebounding. You know, he's going to get about 6 or 7 assists. I mean, the stalwart athlete, man. So dominance is his middle name as well. So, you know, between him and Embiid, you know what I mean? I just feel like, you know, Giannis will always keep them guys up there in the ranking somewhere if he's healthy. But, you know, I don't know. Like, when it comes to the Bucks, to be honest, though, because like I said, I'm always honest with my team. I need Giannis to really, like, get his guys involved, right? Because, you know, Lillard, to me, is almost reminiscent of when Kyrie Irving played with LeBron back in Cleveland. Like, I feel like he's a great weapon, but he doesn't have the overall, you know, basketball baggage and, you know, bag kind of like how Drew Holiday was for Giannis. So I just feel like he's more of a scoring, you know, weapon, but Giannis needs to pretty much, you know, pull out the rest of his guys and really use his teammates, because all that driving to the basket, it helps. But, you know, this is 11th season, BJ, so he kind of has to, in a way, turn almost into Duncan, in my opinion. You know, really got to get his guys involved. Moving down to Orlando Magic. I mean, obviously, man. How you? I be butcher that dude's name with the braids. How you say his name?
Paolo Banchero.
Banchero. There we go.
Banchero, Italian, half black, half Italian.
Like that dude right there. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yo, man, he just needs to stay with it. Obviously, get better. Obviously, you know, you get better over time the more you play, but I feel like once he finds his footing, you know, because some people say he already did, but I'm like, when I say footing, I mean like once you could just give him the ball and kind of get out the way, I feel like he becomes more of their closer. You know, I think Orlando would be a pretty decent team, man. So I know he's almost there, but you know, Orlando was looking real nice in the playoffs. So they got a good little team system, but like once he finds his footing, I think Magic is gonna be a problem. Obviously, the Pacers, bro. I mean, they played a hell of a series last year in the playoffs, man. So, you know, to me, I don't really have much to say about them. I just think they need to get better as a team, you know, execute better. There was some plays last year where it was like, you know, bad passes, you know, quick shots. The pacing was kind of, you know, up and down. So I think if they can kind of just, you know, get those little things together. Bruce, Magic will be better than the Bucks. I'm cool with that. I mean, to be honest, if like I said, if Giannis doesn't really pull his team together, then I mean, you can beat them, right? I mean, but I have a lot of faith in Giannis, man. I mean, when he's strong, when he's good, you know, it usually works out. But he does need to get to more of a mental game than his physical game at this point and get his guys involved. But yeah, man, as far as the Pacers go, I mean, I was just watching Turner hit those threes last year. Like, I remember sitting down, BJ, looking at the playoffs, and I'm like, when the hell did he start hitting threes like that? So anytime you got a big man that can just move mountains and as strong as he is, and then you leave him open and he makes you pay for it on a three-point line, that kind of puts the defensive opposition in a pickle. Because it's like, we can't leave him out. You got to keep your eye on him. Then you can't let him drive in because he'll come down and slam on you. You know, and then you got what's the brother name, the point guard? Then you got it's on the tip of my tongue. What's the superstar point guard on their team? Pacers.
Halliburton.
You got Halliburton.
Yeah.
You got Halliburton with the I don't know if people watch the game clearly, but this dude knows how to run a point guard position. Like, he really knows how to run that position, man. So as long as they can keep that system going, man, you know, I think hands down, like the Pacers, they're gonna be up in there again. Let's see what happened to the screen, BJ. Like the list went away.
Can you see it?
All right, there we go. I see it. All right, and then of course Cleveland. I got them in there. To be honest with you, you really could replace them, in my opinion, with other teams. But the reason why I got them in there, man, is because I mean they're just like a gritty team. Like, they fight, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean, like I said, if you put somebody else in the number 8 spot, I'm not really tripping. But it's like, I really like how they kind of show up and match up to their opposition. Like, they really make it a game. So I think when you have a team that plays together and really like makes it a game, typically you'll be in that 7 and 8 spot, man, because you're always fighting. But then going down, of course, BJ, to the West.
I'm gonna go and get the East route. I'm
gonna get the East out the way. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the East out the way. We're gonna go straight back. So first off, again, we're just giving our conference teams in the East and the Western Conference. Rick gave his teams, all 8 of his teams in a row. Let me just make sure I go and put this so I get it right. He got Boston, New York, Philly, Miami, Milwaukee, Orlando, Indiana, and followed up with Cleveland. So what I'm going to do is get my 8 teams in the Eastern Conference. We're going to go transition to the West after this, but I want to get my Eastern Conference teams right here. As y'all can see, I'm going to go ahead and put this on the big screen. My Eastern Conference teams for the upcoming season. And just to let y'all know, these are the teams. They're not going to be in order as far as, who I think is going to be 1 through 8, but these are the 8 top teams in the Eastern Conference. I got Boston, Philadelphia, New York, Milwaukee, Orlando, Indiana, Miami, and Cleveland. Now, obviously, Rick, injuries happen, like you mentioned, with Philadelphia, and that's more than fair to say, with Embiid, that affects their record, that affects their seeding, that affects, God forbid, even in the postseason, right? So we have to kind of factor in injuries as well when it comes to, what their seeding is going to be going into the postseason. We got to factor that in the postseason as well. So that's kind of how I got my pick. Now, Boston, obviously, they're going to be, to me, looked in as the favorites, as they should. They just got off a championship. They looked very dominant against a Dallas Maverick team that was pretty good in the Western Conference themselves. So they basically destroyed Dallas 4-1. And it was really no matchup that Dallas could exploit. Kyrie was struggling. Luka struggled for certain games. So it was really no, thing that Dallas did to really kind of give it to Boston. So Boston showed that they were able to get over the hump. They've been to the conference finals 5 of the last 7 years in that Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown tandem. Jason Tatum is 26, Jaylen Brown's 27, I believe. So they haven't even reached their prime yet. That's scary. So they're going to be they're to me in the Eastern Conference Finals, unless one of these other young teams, put them out. Philly, I got Philadelphia going to the conference finals, and I got them even potentially winning the whole thing because, number one, they have the best player in the Eastern Conference, in my personal opinion. That's Joel Embiid. His injuries him and Giannis, they're neck and neck in my personal opinion. I'll actually give it to Giannis. But Joel is definitely as dominant. He's no lower than 2 or 3. So when you have that, you got that mixed in with a young, dynamic point guard in Tyrese Maxey, who showed himself in the playoffs last year, averaging 31 points, very high skilled, fast with the basketball, fearless, intangibles. He wants to, continues to get better, hungry, and he just got his big contract. I think you're going to take a big step in this upcoming season for Tyrese Maxey. I think Paul George is going to follow suit. I think Paul George is going to have a very, very, I won't say MVP-like season, but he's going to come with a lot of vengeance. He got his big deal coming off the Clippers. He's going to be playing the system under Nick Nurse, where he's going to get a chance to play his position. That's where I think that he's going to actually, shine for himself. So I'm very, very excited to see what Paul George does in Philadelphia. I think he's going to, pull through. You got the Knicks, made good moves. They picked up Karl-Anthony Towns. They picked up Mikal Bridges. They picked up OG Anunoby last year. They got, Jalen Brunson and, Josh Hart, all these scrappy guys, McBride coming off the bench. They got a lot of good players on that team. The Knicks, the only thing I think people don't remember is that they don't really have a certified superstar. Yes, Jalen Brunson is hitting that peak. He's an all-star. He's gritty. He's good in the postseason. He gets the job done. But my personal opinion, when you talk about championship teams, the Jason Tatum for Boston, you got Joel Embiid for Philly, you got Giannis for Milwaukee, you got, Jimmy Butler, who's an all-star / superstar in Miami. Like, those teams in those moments, those are the guys that call for that, you know what I'm saying, for that candle. So I think that you got to have one of those type of players. Not to say Jalen Brunson can't be that, but I think I need to see another year of him being dominant throughout the whole year. So that's why I got the Knicks where they're at. Milwaukee, same reason I just said. You got a superstar in Giannis Antetokounmpo. You give him a puncher's chance. And I think Dame coming into this season is going to be more focused. Obviously, you don't want to use it as an excuse, but he was dealing with some, marital problems last year. I think he looks really focused this year. They made some moves in Milwaukee. They picked up that Gary Trent Jr. guy as a guy who can, defend. Chris Middleton should be healthy. Coming off the, his knee surgery. I think he's going to have this full healthy season with training camp. So I think he'll still be a factor. I think Milwaukee is going to, be in the mix. I think they're going to, make a lot of people, back to what they were before. They were a top seed last year. They've been a top seed ever since Giannis has been an MVP, top 3, top 4 seed. So it's not even about them being top in the conference in the East. It's just about them, winning it. So I got Milwaukee 4th. I got Orlando number 5. Young, gritty team. I'm just ready to watch them play. And I think they're going to build off of last year. Just something tells me Banchero picking up KCP. They got a lot of wings over there, a lot of depth, a lot of size. Francis Wagner. They got, a good coach over there. They got some good guard play over there. So a lot of good players. Kind of like the Knicks, but they don't have a player. Paolo Banchero is not as good as Jalen Brunson, but they're just like the Knicks to me in a certain opinion. A lot of good players, but no superstar. Indiana, I kind of struggle with Indiana because I think they could be a top 4, but I also think they could be they can be in the 6th seed. They can be as high as 4. They can be as low as 6 because they play mostly offense. And usually with offensive caliber teams, they don't really tend to go far in the postseason, and they don't really tend to, win championships. So they got Siakam, great pickup, Tyrese Halliburton. They got Benedict Mathurin, their young guard, coming back this year. They got some good players. This upcoming year, they're gonna have a full training camp to compete. So Indiana's gonna be top 6 to me. Miami, I just put them where for me, they're just one of them teams, bro. Like they can be an 8th seed and still beat the number 1 seed. They can be a 7 beat the second team. No matter who it is, Miami's gonna be in the mix. They've earned that right. They've been a top team with Boston in the Eastern Conference over the last 4 or 5 seasons. So they're one of them teams. Like just call me, wake me up when the playoffs start. That's what Miami has been. And Jimmy Butler not getting that extension, I think, is going to be very, very, scary for a lot of people because it's going to make him more focused. In Cleveland, shout out to my man Tuning Sports, but I just think they're a team that's going to eventually have to split. And as much as I love Donovan Mitchell, he got his money, got his extension. I'm not so sure he feels he can win with this team. I'm not, even though I think they got some really good players and they got some size, they got some, talent on that team. I'm not so sure Donovan Mitchell is going to exhaust himself this year to put him there. I don't know if Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell are going to be able to take their team to another level, but we'll see. They can be a 4th seed. They were a 4th seed last year. So a lot of competition in the Eastern Conference, bro. But that's kind of my team rounding out: Boston, Philly, New York, Milwaukee, Orlando, Indiana, Miami, and Cleveland. Yes, sir.
Good. That was a good take, man. It's a solid list.
Man. Bruce got Sixers, Knicks, Cavs, Pacers, Celtics, Magic, Bucks, Heat. What you think about it?
What, his list?
Yeah.
I mean, Bruce know what he's talking about. I ain't got no problems with that one.
What you think that the whatchamacallit, not the Pacers, how you feel about the Magic? How you feel about them?
I mean, they're young, right? So anytime you are dealing with a young team, they got to find their wings, man. They got to get comfortable. I call it, familiarity, right? Like you're good, you're talented, but everybody in the NBA is good and talented, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody has a little skill in their bag. So, the problem with it is that this is why veterans are so important on young teams. Like, for instance, Chris Paul going over there to San Antonio with Victor. Watch Victor just kind of mature so quick just because Chris Paul is over there. I'm not saying that they're going to win a championship, but what I am saying is don't be surprised if, you go from literally being one of the lowest teams last year to now being a competitive team during the season, just based off of basketball IQ and having somebody with all that experience next to you. Then you got Greg Popovich as like a head coach. So, understand like those younger teams, that's usually what they're missing, right? I mean, like I said, they're fast, they're skilled, they're athletic, they're all those great things, but it's like a body with no brain, right? Like you're just very talented, but like, where are we going? What's the plans? Strategically, what are we going to do? The defense does this. How do we adjust? Things of that nature. So that's when, that veteran and that, experienced team really shows the difference between a group of young guys who are very talented. So that's how I look at, the Orlando Magic, man. They're young, they're talented. Like you said, they got a pretty decent coach, but that coming together and finding that chemistry and that just flow of a game as team play, teammates, that's their biggest thing that they got to find out. They got to figure out.
Facts. Well, we got some comments in here. We got the Only One Bolt said, "What's up? How you doing, brother? What's up, y'all?" And if you do not know, I'll be going live a little later today talking about the game last night between the Clippers and Nets. So make sure y'all chop into that. We'll be going live around probably 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll probably be going live and talking about that. But shout out to my man, Only One Bolt. The Swish said Chris Paul is a cone. Well, defensively, but offensively, still a maestro with that basketball. So he's gonna make Wembanyama better. And I think I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna go through our Western Conference list and let y'all see. But Rick, let's go to the West, bro. Let me go to your Western Conference teams and who you got coming out the West, and the top teams in the regular season, all that good stuff. Let the people hear it.
Look, man, obviously we got OKC at number 1. I think they could have made it actually last year, man. I think they could have made it last year. So I'm kind of looking at them how I looked at the Celtics before the Celtics got to the finals and seemed ready. I mean, OKC looked really good, but I think the slight difference, it came down to a jump shot, right? Because it could have went either way. And then it also comes down to experience, man. I mean, people forget, Luka done been to the finals. You know what I'm saying? He done been there. He went to the Western Conference Finals. You have Kyrie who has finals experience, right? So again, this is what I mean by having experience with a younger team really makes a difference. You know what I mean? Look how far they got with that type of experience with all those young guys. I mean, hell, the center on the Mavericks, literally, I think that was his first year. Like that was his rookie year, and you already in the finals. So, that took, already knew that took a lot of experience and veteran talk from like Kyrie I almost said Joker and what's
Jamal?
Not Jamal, the doggone superstar. I almost said Joker because they both Luka. And so Luka and Kyrie. So it's like when you got, you got that type of experience, that kind of basketball IQ, man, look, that's my point. That's how I know Victor gonna be all right with Chris Paul and Greg Popovich. So that just goes to show. But basically, I'm saying all that to say that OKC probably would have won and probably would have went far. But then you were facing a team that just had more experience, right? So they're more comfortable in situations like that. They know how to adjust in situations like that. Even though I felt like it could have went either way, I just feel like that's the only reason why they really didn't make it. Is because you were just facing somebody who was just always just ready for that moment. They were comfortable. Denver Nuggets, obviously. I mean, come on, man. Joker out here ice skating on people. Like I feel like the man go drink some beer, eat a box of pizza, then he gets up and then he just does what he does. Like he's not even trying, right? But when he does try, it's a problem. So, the only thing about that, because I believe Westbrook went over there, right? I think they acquired Westbrook. So
yeah.
I'm kind of curious to see what that's going to do. I mean, I'm pretty sure Westbrook will speed up the pace in a sense. And I know Joker's going to get a lot of easy layups and assists off of Westbrook. Because, Westbrook could just take off. So, Joker being the QB of that team like he is, that's going to be nice little 5-6 assists, just giving it to Westbrook from taking off running. So, I mean, that whole team, man, is solid. So, Denver Nuggets, obviously, why I got them number 2. Los Angeles Clippers, look, man, if there is no injuries, kind of like what BJ was saying on the Eastern side, they going to be a problem. They're going to be a problem if there's no injuries, man. I mean, I'm only praying that, your boy Leonard just, he can stay out there long enough without anything going wrong. Obviously, James Harden, when he is in the mode, it is a problem. You know what I'm saying? He is the system, as he said. So it's like when everybody's just flowing and moving and there's no injuries, the Clippers will always be an issue, especially with Ty Lue behind them. So, I got them at number 3. Timberwolves, I just feel like at the time when they're in the playoffs, I mean, you were, like I said, young guys versus experience, right? So, again, it's that young thing, right? I feel like the more they play, the more years they put in, the more basketball they put in, they're just naturally going to become better. Now, of course, Cat went over to New York. So that's going to change the dynamic a bit. But in a way, I feel like it's going to allow the Timberwolves to be a more fast-paced team. Obviously, Gobert is not like the fastest thing, but he's so big that a few steps, he's already on the other side of the court. So I think they were more so looking at this team to open up the floor more, removing Cat, and then also just allowing Anthony Edwards to be more dominant, which I think he will. Obviously the man's already comfortable being out there. He has a lot of confidence, but again, his IQ is gonna have to raise a little bit because you could, like I said, you could be as talented and athletic as you want to be, but when it comes down to the postseason games, BJ, that's where the mentality, that's where it's more of a mental game. You got to beat your opponent in your head. So, I think they're gonna do pretty well, but we shall see, man. Dallas Mavericks obviously got them number 5. I mean, they could be number 4, hell, number 3 in some people's minds, I'm sure. But whether you put them at 3 between 5, I think that's where they'll be around there. I mean, look, Kyrie, Luka, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not Trent Jr., but was it Jones? Like, those guys are really just they playing ball, man. And I really feel like because of Luka and Kyrie's camaraderie and how they get along and how they play and how they trust each other, and they allow their teammates to kind of flow within the system with them. And you can tell like the camaraderie on the entire team is really good. Hence is why we see them went all the way to the finals last year. I think, with that core familiarity as they have, they should be pretty solid this season, man. Sacramento Kings, obviously. I mean, look, man, I just personally like them. You know what I mean? I like when they play, it's real. One thing I love about them is that not only are they gritty, BJ, but, that mid-range game is a lost art, right? It's a lost art. And they take advantage of that mid game play. A lot of cuts, a lot of give and goes, a lot of lobs, like everything's more centered around the inside of that 3-point line. Obviously they're gritty on defense, but the reason why I'm putting them up there is because, like, if you sleep on them, I guess you call them a dark horse too. If you sleep on them, you'll mess around and be getting blown out by 30. So, they're one of those teams where, like, you can tell they play well together. They're very gritty. And like I said, that mid game is very dangerous if you just allow them to get too comfortable. So definitely got them up there. BJ, like I told you before the show, I got the Grizzlies up there. Ja Morant is back. A lot of people may say, well, we got to see what he does. I mean, we know what he can do, right? Like, it's not like, we don't know what Ja Morant can do. Obviously, he took time off to get his mind right. But we know how superb and how superior Ja Morant can be. But the most, like I told you, BJ, is how he gets his team elevated, how he gets his team hyped with him, right? He gets them ready to play. So he's obviously an engine to that team. Like I said, young core, very ferocious, not scared, kind of come after anybody type of attitude. So definitely got them up there. But again, this is just prediction. Hell, it may be the Warriors at number 7 at the end of the season. But, at the end of the day, man, I'm a rock with Ja because I know he hasn't played, which means rest. He should have been resting a little bit, not going as hard since he only played, I think, 9 or 8 games last season before he took his exit. So his body should be well rested up. And that's the biggest thing I'm paying attention to. While everybody else was, got through playing in the postseason and had to go to training camp and they're back in the season, he got the rest. So, he might have a little pep in his step. And then, of course, you got the Los Angeles Lakers at number 8. A lot of people may yell out LeBron. I'm thinking of AD, honestly. When AD is not hurt, he is very productive. He is very dangerous. You know what I mean? He's shot, block shots, actually a pretty good assist big man, can hit those open threes, those open mid-ranges. Like, I feel like he gets the rest of his team open looks because he's such a threat. Like I said, when he's going, obviously can get you doubles and rebounding. So, of course, you got LeBron, obviously. But for the most part, I feel like AD is pretty much the engine of that team right now. So when he's going, it's pretty safe to say that the rest of the team is going to get going unless somebody's just having a terrible night. But, I feel like AD, LeBron, what I'm saying, D'Lo, AR-15, like all those guys, when they start moving and they get warmed up and they get it flowing, yeah, man, Los Angeles Lakers can be pretty tough. Obviously, LeBron's in his golden, later years of his life, so he's not prime LeBron because that would just be a damn problem if he was. But, he's still LeBron, so you still got that IQ level of his. He still can orchestrate a team. Obviously, he's still going to give you, all-star numbers, which is always helpful. But we got to see, BJ. We got to see what this Western Conference is going to be about. What about you?
So, as a recap, Rick's picks for the Western Conference are OKC, Denver, LA, Los Angeles Clippers, Minnesota, Dallas, Sacramento, Memphis, and Los Angeles. So, just a quick recap that these are picks that are going into the playoffs. So, I know, Rick, are you doing this in order, like 1 to 8, or are you just doing this top 8 regardless?
Put it in order. So of course I'm gonna have Denver. They can be interchangeable. Of course I'm gonna leave Clippers where they at. And then we're gonna do. Let's see. Minnesota can stay where they at, but I feel like they can honestly be 2 through 4. Yeah, because just depending on how the season goes. But I'll leave them where they're at. Dallas Mavericks, I feel good where they at. Kings, like I said, they could be between 6 and 8. Memphis, I'm cool with where they at, and obviously I'm cool where the Lakers are at, but they could be interchangeable with Memphis as well. So I'm cool for the most part.
Okay. All right. So make sure y'all hit this like button. We're gonna go through one more list, and that's gonna be my list for the Western Conference, and we'll let people in here. So this is going to be my list right here. I'm gonna go ahead and move this out the way so y'all can see clearly about the Western Conference. My seeding, I have OKC, Dallas, Sacramento, Minnesota, Denver, Clippers, Pelicans, and then the Spurs. Now, OKC to me is going to win somewhere between 60 and 65 games this year. That's my honest opinion. I think they're going to win 60, 65 games. I think last year, getting eliminated in the second round, they built, a team perfectly around SGA. They got young talent, got assets, they got picks, and they got a star player, and they got a good coach. So I think they're going to have a lot of good energy in that arena, a lot of good energy around that team. And they're going to feed off it. I think they're going to have a great season this year. Dallas, I don't even know if I want to put them as I don't think Dallas is going to be, quote unquote, a top 2 team in the West. It just depends on how they take the season. But I think they will definitely be top 4. And again, my list ain't particularly in order right now, but Dallas will be in the top 4 of that mix. I think Sacramento is another team people are going to be sleeping on. I think they're going to take the regular season very seriously. A couple years ago, they were number 3 seed in the Western Conference. So I've seen it happen before where they can be a top 3 seed. So you add DeMar DeRozan, you got Domantas Sabonis, who I think is going to take another jump. He was All-NBA third team last year. He makes a lot of mismatch problems in the NBA. I think he's a top 5 center in the NBA. Domantas Sabonis with De'Aaron Fox. But I don't think that at the end of the day, they're going to, I need to see what they do in the postseason. But you add DeMar DeRozan to that mix, they're going to be somewhere in that top 4 seed. Minnesota is going to be, I think personally, still a top 4, top 5 seed in the Western Conference. You lost, Karl-Anthony Towns. Like I said, when you put Julius Randle there, when he is healthy, there's not that big of a drop off between Julius Randle and Karl-Anthony Towns. They played 2 different ways. They both average around the same amount of points. Neither of them made it past the first round outside of 1 year in their whole career. Both All-NBA All-NBA team 2 times. They're kind of similar. Karl-Anthony Towns may be a little more talented, but Julius Randle to me is more tougher physically and mentally. So I'm gonna have to go with Minnesota still being a top team. Denver, I think they're gonna drop. I don't think they're gonna be a top 2, top 3, top 4. I think they're gonna be a 5th, 6th seed in the Western Conference. Jokic, obviously, you could say he's the best player in the Western Conference, but with the loss of KCP, with the loss of their defenders and Jeff Green, Bruce Brown the last couple of years, they've actually dropped. And what I saw in the playoffs last year against Minnesota, to me personally, they're not going to be. I don't think they're that favorite no more. I think they had that one great year, but they're back to being the hunter now. So I got them number 5. I got us number 6 right now, the Clippers. It's going to depend on Kawhi's health. But what I've been hearing about him playing the regular season, I don't see him playing no more than 60 games, 55, 60 games. So that's going to affect the seeding going into the postseason. Now, going into the postseason and the playoffs healthy, that's a whole different entire story. I think with him healthy, he can make wonders happen. But this is the list going into the regular season. I got the Clippers top 6 seed. I said I made this bet. Anybody want to make that bet? I think if Kawhi plays at least 60 games this year, 60, 65 games, they will not be a play-in team, period. Pelicans, I like them. I like DeJounte Murray. Zion, I think, will finally be healthy this year for the majority of the season. Brandon Ingram, BI is still there. They got CJ McCollum, but like I said, the biggest pickup was DeJounte Murray on that team. I still think they're going to be a playoff caliber team. I think they're going to get in through the play-in, but they'll be a top 7 team. And then the Spurs, like my surprise team in the 8th seed, because the acquisition of Chris Paul, he's going to uplift Victor Wembanyama into his first play-in situation of his career. So those are my 8 teams. I left out the Lakers. I left out the Suns. I left out the Warriors. I left all 3 of them teams out. Because my thing is, the Lakers to me, they're not. They were 7 seed last year, and with this whole Bronny thing going on, bro, I just think it's going to be a distraction right now. At this point, I don't feel like they're going to be a top anything in the Western Conference. I don't think the Suns are going to be a top team. And then you got the Warriors. They're a playing team. All 3 of them teams are playing teams to me. Now, could they surprise and get to the number 8 seed as possible? But they all playing teams. All of them are in the same circle as me. Pelicans, Lakers, Spurs, Warriors, Suns. They all playing teams. So that's who I got in the top 7 to 8 teams. And yeah, that's my teams.
Man. So you got let's see, make this bigger real quick. So you got the Pelicans at number 7.
I got the Pelicans 7. Let me make it bigger.
And then BJ, what was your reason not to put the Warriors up there?
They lost Clay. That's one reason. Here's the thing about them. I think people are still looking at this team as the team back in 2022, or looking at this team as it's not them no more. They've been digressing. They were in the play-in last year. There is people saying Steph Curry needs more help. So it's like they got a lot of great teams in the West already. So you don't want to, and then this whole Steve Kerr with Jonathan Kuminga not playing him the minutes he needs to be played. The Warriors to me ain't no shoo-in. They got manhandled last year against the Kings. I know Clay went 0 for 10, but he scored 19 points per game and shot 41% from the 3. If that was anybody else in the NBA, they'd be saying that's an all-star year. But because Clay is such a great shooter, one of the top 3 great shooters of all time, that's considered a down year for him. 19 points per game and averaging 41% field goal percentage shooting. That's an issue. I mean, that's an all-star. That's all-star numbers. So you lost a shooter, and then they played us in preseason, and they had their full team. Barely beat us. We didn't even have Kawhi. I'm not giving the Warriors that, bro.
He said I ain't giving it to him.
Shit.
I ain't giving it to him. Money Monty said, BJ, we're gonna have to talk about this one.
Oh yeah, let's bring people in, man. Wiggins is the same guy y'all wanted off the team. That's all I kept hearing the last 2 years. Wiggins needs to get off the team. That's the last thing. Now they want Wiggins to be on the squad, bro. Wiggins ain't no Kawhi. That's one guy, and that's the same person people want off the team. Man, there's the thing about Wiggins. He ain't been the same since that 2022 run, and now I wish him the best. Like, obviously, his father passed away. That's detrimental. That's detrimental. Y'all still holding on to this 2022 Wiggins. He ain't been the same since then. Kuminga, it's now people are saying Kuminga's their best player. You got people saying Kuminga. So I mean, that's what I got. The Warriors, they were playing last year healthy. Draymond missed a certain period of time through suspension, but I don't know where people want me to put the Warriors. I mean, like I said, they could be the AFC. I just think the Spurs have a chance of creeping in there. I think the Spurs have a chance of creeping into that playing. What about you, Rick?
So as far as the Spurs,
Yeah, the Spurs. What you think about?
I mean, yeah, it's like I was saying earlier, man. Anytime you add, a veteran player like Chris Paul, then you got Greg Popovich sitting on the side. I mean, look, man, and then you got obviously Victor Wembanyama, where he's already massively talented, massively tall, massively quick to be his height, can throw the ball into the crowd when he feels like it, like can play like a little 6'2" guard. I mean, you put that recipe together, man, they're gonna start clicking. So I can see why you put them up there, as far as just predictions go.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I think the Spurs are gonna. Then they're gonna beat Chris Paul. He ain't there to lose. He's there, and I think he's another person. He's never missed the postseason. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Chris Paul's ever missed the playoffs, and he's been in the West his whole career. So, yeah. Outside of last year. What's good, Bruce?
What's up, guys? Hope you guys are staying dry. Over here is water world. So
Hurricane Milton.
Yeah, man. I mean, tonight we're gonna be Aquaman and Aquaman. I mean, I agree with 99% of what you guys say. I don't have anything to say for the East. I'm still, I don't know, maybe the East is so weak. I can see Miami Heat top 5, top 6. You never know with that team. For the West, I disagree about the Spurs. I watched the Rockets last season. They could have made the playoff. It's because Sergun got hurt. And Sergun is back. And Jabari Smith, I think they added another player who can shoot. Was it Shepard or something like that? I don't know. And Adams, Steven Adams. I mean, if Steven Adams can be decent, I think the Rockets could be 7 or 8 or 6. I would pick the Rockets over the Spurs. And one of the reasons is Chris Paul is always hurt. So is Chris Paul gonna play all those games? And when I watch the roster of the Spurs, most of those players are young and they don't have a lot of experience. I mean, Wemby is gonna be his second year. I mean, he played decently in the Olympics. He's gonna be okay. I mean, if they make the plan, I mean, okay. I don't see them making the playoff, but it could happen. The reason why I said the Warriors gonna make the playoff is I'm hoping they make a trade, and I think there is gonna be a trade made or something, and then they make a push. And last season is because of the team had a chance to make a playoff, but Draymond still wants to do MMA. He got suspended multiple times, went to see psychiatrists. In the preseason, he's still doing the same thing. I mean, they need to fire that psychiatrist. I mean, it is not looking good. So that's why I'm saying that. I don't see the Lakers doing well. It's gonna be the Bronny and LeBron love fest all season long. I mean, I love father and son duos. I mean, he's great. Like Rick and his son on Instagram. Check it out, people. It's I'm not blaming to keep the money in the family, but I don't know about the Lakers. The Clippers. I'm not saying the Clippers making the playoff now because I don't think Kawhi is gonna play half of the season. I don't think he's gonna play half of the season. And the way he's talking about all the teammates, I don't know. So that's why I'm saying Warriors by default. That's why I'm saying it, Warriors by default, because there's too much what if of other teams. Like, is Chris Paul's gonna play all season? I mean, he's been breaking down last couple seasons.
Mm,
So who's the his backup on the Spurs? And I think the Rockets are better than the Spurs
mm.
because of Sagon was dominating and he got
Yeah,
hurt.
it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, so I watched the Rockets play. I mean, this team can play, but um, yeah, that's what I think. And Memphis, I think they have a shot, but I don't know about their rookie center. And Marcus Smart, I'm not a fan of his, but we'll see what happens. I'm saying Warriors by default, but they could miss the play-in and playoff too. So, and you're right about Wiggins. Wiggins, a lot of Warriors fans don't want him on the team.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that West playing the Suns, the Warriors, the Rockets, the Lakers, and Pelicans, they're like kind of all in that mix. They're kind of all in that little 7-10, 7-11 mix. Um, I mean, it can be go either way. But let me go to Monty real quick, and then we'll get going to what's good, Monty.
What's up, BJ? What's up, Rick? Y'all can hear me?
Salute, Monty.
Salute, salute.
Salute, salute,
I
salute.
know I ain't been on here in a while. I miss y'all guys, man. I've been working, staying out the way. I miss y'all guys, man. But BJ, we gonna have to talk about this list though. You got the Kings as a top 3 seed this year. What's going on?
What's wrong with the Kings?
Nah, I mean I like the Kings, but I don't think the Rosen moves the needle for them to be a top 3 seed though, BJ. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think they like the Rosen was on the Bulls and the Bulls was barely making the play in. Even though the Kings are a better team, I like Sabonis, I like De'Aaron Fox, I like Malik Monk, I like the guys they got around there, but I don't think the Kings is gonna be a top 3 seed. I don't even think Minnesota is gonna be where they was at last year because they lost Cat. I like Julius Randle, but I don't think they're gonna be a better team. They're gonna be much smaller. I don't think they're gonna be the same team they was. So I don't know. We just gotta talk about this list, man. I ain't liking it. And then the
So
Spurs at 8. The Spurs at 8.
yeah, so let's talk about the T Wolves first. So remember the T Wolves. Remember that stint Cat was out for the second half of the season. He got hurt.
Yeah,
They didn't miss a beat. They
yeah.
still
Nah,
became. They lasted as the top 3 seed. So when you had Julius Randle in the spot, I mean, you already seen they can win without Cat. They, I think they'll be. I think they're gonna drop by 1 seed, but I think they can move up. I got them fourth. But I don't think Cat. I think they've won without Cat. Hell, they was losing with Cat for years.
nah. Yeah, nah. I agree with you. Like I agree with you. Like about Cat, I'm with you about Cat, but I don't think the Timberwolves is gonna be what what they was last year. Maybe defensively they still gonna be because they got Gobert, but I don't know. I just they gotta show me that again. I just gotta see that again. You know what I'm saying? I like teams to be consistent, but overall, I like your list. But I do think the Lakers and the Suns and the Warriors might got something to say about that. I ain't gonna lie. I like the Lakers being probably a top 6 seed this year. You know what I'm saying?
You think the Lakers gonna be a top 6 seed?
I like them around 6 to 8. I like the Lakers around 6 to 8. I think LeBron's still gonna be LeBron this year. AD. I think AD still gonna be nice. I like they complementary pieces there. I just think they probably just gonna be a better team. They might got a better coach. You know what I'm saying?
What what's the improvement the Lakers? What Redick is better than Tottenham?
I mean, I'm saying from a standpoint that JJ Redick he's been a player. He knows where players need to be. And, I mean, the only reason why I say that because hearing from the player, I'm not a Lakers fan, none of that. Everybody know that, but just hearing from what the players are saying, I'm watching every team around the league, the media days, everything that's been going around the league, and they sound like they confident. Like JJ Redick already gave each person a role of what they're doing, how they should be going, how they should impact the game, and what it. So like everybody already know they role already at media day, and that's kind of crazy to me. You feel me? So I don't know. I just think the Lakers are going to be. They're going to be up there. I don't think they're going to be a play-in team. I don't think the Suns are going to be a play-in team either.
I don't know JJ Redick, but I think JJ Redick is a fraud until he proves me wrong. He talk his way.
All right,
He talk
you
his way to get
you
a
can look like
coaching.
a fraud until they
Okay.
be a top 6 seed, and then you like, whoa, JJ Redick is easy. He do got LeBron James and Anthony Davis, but I don't know. I
He
think you should get a man at least a chance, man.
he talk his way into being LeBron fan. And typical LeBron, I don't want to use the term I want to use, but typical LeBron. Okay, let me say this: the typical LeBron deriding uh, friends. They always get jobs because of LeBron. He got the job because he was LeBron a friend on a podcast. You know, he talks all that ish about other coaches. Let's see what he does. What
Bruce,
improvement the
you
Lakers?
really think JJ Redick only got a job because he was on a podcast with LeBron James? You don't think
Yes,
he got a
yes.
job for his mind, for his playing ability? I mean, what he did in the league, what he's seen, the
What
coaches
did he
he's
do
been
in the
around.
league? Just shooting and underachieve.
I mean, I feel that. I ain't disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, bro. When they interviewed him for the job, I don't think they was talking about the podcast and stuff like that. Oh, you did
Come
a
on, man.
podcast.
Come
You did a
on.
podcast with LeBron. Let's make you the head coach of the Lakers. Fuck
Have you
no.
heard about Jeannie Buss saying, "Oh, this is LeBron team. This is
It
LeBron team,"
is.
and
It
then
is.
LeBron
It
is on
is.
the sidelines with between him and what's her name uh the former player's wife in the middle, and they're joking, laughing, giggling, and then he's like, and then he said, "Hey, hire Reddick for me, please." Yes, master. There you go.
Yes, master.
Hey, Bruce, I feel you on that. We ain't gonna spend too much time on the Lakers. You know, we talking about the Western Conference. You know what the C's looking like and stuff like that. I was just saying, I feel like they in the conversation. I feel like the Suns is in the conversation. They got Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. I don't think they're gonna be playing teams. They might. I don't know. BJ might be right. They fucking around be playing teams, but I think they gonna be a little bit better than. I like the Pelicans, but I think, like you said, the Pelicans they are playing team. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
actually think Sacramento is a playing team too. So you know what I'm
I
saying?
think
I
Bradley
don't
Beal
know.
is done. Bradley Beal is done. You know.
I said KD and Devin Booker. I ain't talking about Bradley Beal. I think he
No,
done
wait, he's
too.
on the team, so he's supposed to be the big three. So he's on the team. I think Kevin Durant is
I think
big.
KD gonna get moved again.
Yeah,
Damn, BJ, you think so? That's
Yeah, I think he gonna get moved
crazy.
again.
That's crazy. If he gets moved again, that's kind. I just think that's gonna be a crazy outlook for his career if he gets moved one more time. Because I thought, like him going to Phoenix, leaving the Brooklyn situation, I'm thinking that's going to be his next situation where he retired. But that's kind of crazy. If he goes to another team, that's kind of crazy, BJ. I ain't gonna
Yeah, I
lie
don't
to
think
you.
he feeling this. Well, this year I think his probably he got some. They made some moves to try to build around him, but if it don't go the way it's supposed to go, I think he out. I don't think he like
What?
living in Phoenix anyway.
They got Tyus Jones. Who else did they get? They got what?
Tyus
Eric
Jones,
Gordon,
they got he a
Eric
point guard. They picked up a couple other cats too.
Mason Plumlee from the
Plumlee,
Clip.
I think they yeah, but they got a lot of dudes are back or healthy. A Kogi, um, they finally get a full training camp. So I think KD I think he went to the front office and said, "Look, I need this, and this," because the main thing he needed was a point guard with him. I think that's the main thing he needed was a point guard. I don't know about this Bradley Beal thing. No, I think they might have to do something else with him. I'm not so sure about him. But let me go to my man Kirk, and then we're gonna get back to it. What's good, Kirk?
What's good, BJ? What's going on, Chad? What's up, Lamont? What's going on, y'all?
What's happening? What you got, bro?
Ain't nothing, man. You said so. This is the you doing season predictions.
So so I'm gonna get everybody's top 8. I'm gonna start with you. Who your top 8 teams in the West and the Eastern Conference? Let's start with the Western Conference one at a time, and then we'll go to the East.
Oh man, you said top 8 teams in the Western Conference.
Yes.
Off the top of my head, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. You don't got a list, do you?
Yeah, I got my list. I'll put it up right now.
No, I'm talking about like just like the list of the NBA teams.
Yeah. Yeah. I got the picture. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Let me see.
Because I mean,
West, right here.
I do. Oh, right here. This is the Western Conference. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think everyone obviously is going to say OKC, but I mean, it's not even just obvious. They just made 2 moves. Well, I ain't gonna say lethal. Well, you could say they're lethal moves, but they're gonna have the best defense in the league. So definitely OKC is number 1, and it's not even just because I like OKC. They just
shocking.
Yeah, hey, go ahead, Bruce. But you already know they're gonna be the number 1 team, the best team in the West. But you gotta think because some teams went down this year too. So it's probably for me OKC. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. There's like 3-4 teams that are like on the same level. I could say Timberwolves is second. I could say Dallas is second, but Dallas can be very inconsistent in the regular season, as we seen for the last 2 years. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Timberwolves. I'm gonna say OKC Timberwolves. I'm gonna put Dallas right under the Timberwolves. And then I'm gonna say the Nuggets. And then I'm gonna say the Pelicans because I think the Pelicans are actually gonna be a really good team this year. Right under the Pelicans. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna say Kings, then Pelicans. So Kings, Pelicans, Memphis, and it's either between the Suns or the Clippers. I think I might just say I don't want to say the Lakers, bro, because I think the Lakers are a good team. By the way, they're just not. They're not structured right, bro. I'm gonna say the Suns. I don't know how many teams I just named. 7, I think.
Yeah, I think you named 7. You got one more.
Yeah, one more. Then I'm probably gonna say I'm gonna have to fuck around and put I'm gonna have to put LA there.
All right.
Hey, Kirk, what's up, my boy?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, BJ, not to interrupt you, but just to piggyback off what Kirk said, yeah, that is another team. That's definitely another team I really think you missed. So on your list, I think Memphis is going to be a top 4 seed this year. Coming with Ja coming back,
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Memphis is very scary when Ja plays.
I
When
totally
Ja
agree.
doesn't play, Memphis is not scary at all. So I do think if you don't have, and Memphis is not up there.
Yeah, I agree with Lamar.
You dropped Monty.
Huh?
Oh,
No, go ahead, you dropped. My bad.
Yeah, nah, yeah. So if you're looking at your list right now, right, without Memphis, I think one team has to come off, and that might be Houston or that might be Sacramento. If you're looking at your list right now, I'd take Houston at 8. I'd take that. I like Houston at 8. But if I think Sacramento or New Orleans will be coming off and Memphis will be coming in. To me, that's just my opinion.
That's a good.
Yeah, I gotta see Memphis this year.
That's a good point. I mean, I would say this, Lamar. I will even say I think the Kings stay. I think the Memphis Grizzlies, either the Clippers come off. I ain't gonna lie. I think if Ja plays, I mean, obviously he tweaked his ankle.
Yeah.
But the Memphis Grizzlies should be a better team than the Clippers just off of Ja's impact alone.
I think so too.
It depends how much Kawhi play.
And I agree with you, BJ.
If he plays 60-65 games, yeah, they gonna be there.
And Kawhi's been talking too. He's been saying like, "Hey, like I'm trying to win." He said, "I've been coming off my best year, so if Kawhi plays, that's a different story. But if he doesn't, I think Memphis is going to be there regardless." So Kawhi's been obviously he still has the passion of basketball. You know, some people think he don't want to play no more, but he obviously wants to play. So a lot of people just be talking about Kawhi, just to be talking, but this nigga wants to play basketball, so that's all that matters. So I mean, that's my opinion.
What about you? What about you, Kirk? Who you got? I mean, Monty, who your 8?
You said who my 8
Yeah, who your 8 in the West?
in the West? So in no order, and I don't want to do it in no order because I don't know what the season gonna be like. But
Facts.
OKC, definitely Dallas, definitely Denver. I like Memphis. I think, like I said, I think the Lakers are gonna be there. I think the Suns are gonna be there. And then I just think the last 2 or last spot is gonna be between the Warriors, New Orleans, and the Rockets. You feel me? The Suns. So I think that's my 8 right there.
Timberwolves, man, you forgot about the Timberwolves.
Yeah, the Timberwolves. Yeah, they in the top. They in my top 8 too. The Timberwolves as well.
I think
So OKC, Mavs, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Memphis, Lakers, Suns, and then I think it would be between New Orleans, Warriors, Clippers, and for the last seed. Yeah.
What about
Houston,
what about you?
Houston.
What about you, Bruce?
Oh shit.
Who your top 8 in the West?
Top in the West. I think I put the list on the comments. I don't know if you see it.
Yeah, let me put it back up. Bruce's list, top 8. I see your East teams.
No.
Okay, here your West.
Okay.
Here you go. So Thunder, Mavs, Nuggets, Kings, Pelicans, Wolves, Rockets, Warriors. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So no Clippers, no Suns, no Spurs,
No Lakers.
and no Grizzlies.
Yes.
Okay.
So right now that's my list.
Okay.
it's not bad.
I mean, I dig those lists, bro. I don't really, like I said, man, we gonna see this year who's what's what. I just put everything into account with the injuries and the type of player that I'm getting, the best player on the team. The only reason I got the Clippers where they're at is because Kawhi healthy is I'll take him over anybody. Or him playing 60, 65 games, taking over anybody in the West. That's the only reason I put him in the 6th seed.
Hold on. Is that real? Andre?
That's not real.
No, that's fake. That's fake.
I'm about to say.
That's
I'm
fake.
about to-
Andre, get your
BJ.
ass up here, man. You the one always in the
BJ.
comments talking.
Hey, BJ, I was about to say because you literally just said something about KD getting traded, and if Andre was so serious about that, bro, I was about to say, bro, like what?
Shit, I'm
The
telling you,
Warriors
that boy,
are not stupid.
he gonna. You wouldn't make that trade, Bruce?
Heck no.
Shit, I'd have made that trade.
What? Well, you should be
I'd have
fired,
made
bro.
that trade.
As a GM, bro.
I'd have made that trade. And then
What?
if KD went back to the Warriors, then I guarantee you the Warriors would be a top.
No, they still gonna make the play in and lose.
Nah, they ain't gonna make the play in. They definitely gonna be in the playoffs.
All right.
Ain't no play in. They in the
You think it's the
playoffs.
same KD? It's not the same KD.
Nah, he ain't the same KD. He playing on a bad team, man.
Oh my god.
What about
Did you see KD in the Olympics, Bruce? Or
One
you just
game?
didn't-
Only
you
one
just
game.
didn't watch the Olympics? Did you?
One game.
Shit. What about the East? What y'all got in the Eastern Conference? Who y'all Eastern teams? I know Bruce's teams. I'm pulling them up right here. I'm gonna let you explain your list first, Bruce. Why do you have such and such like the? Let me see. I know you put it in here. Where is it at? Yeah, you had your list. Where is it? Okay, it's your list right here.
Yep.
Explain it.
Sixers. You have the coach. You have the players. In the Kawhi PG era, PG was the best player for most of the time. You have there's no excuses. You should win. So you have the most talent, one of the best coaches in the NBA. So you should be winning the East. So Sixers, Knicks, you added Cat. So you should be able to win a lot of games. Cavs, I think Donovan Mitchell had a great season last season. I didn't say anything bad about Donovan Mitchell at all last season. So they should take the next step. I think the Cavs are a better team than people think. So it all depends on Jared Allen and what's the other guy? They said is the next Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan is crazy. That's crazy.
Evan Mobley.
Yeah,
that's
he said
crazy.
that he was the next Tim Duncan. But okay.
Who said that shit? What?
He just said Jared Allen's the next Tim Duncan. That's crazy.
No, Mobley. Mobley.
Mobley. Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
Not even Mobley though, but Tim Duncan is.
That's crazy work too for Mobley.
Yeah, that's wild work. I mean, you could at least compare Wemby to Tim Duncan. not. I'm not talking about their playing styles. I'm just talking about just offense and defense. Then Wemby has both, just like Tim Duncan.
I think Wemby is slightly overrated.
I ain't gonna lie, Bruce. I think that's my 8 too. I think I agree exactly what Bruce got. I agree with his list. Like I think all them teams are making the playoffs this year, and I think the surprise team out of them teams is going to be the Bucks. I think Damian Lillard is going to be a different player this year. He's not going to be the same Damian Lillard that everybody just thinks.
He's going to be better?
Yeah, Dame is. All right, go ahead. Hey, Bruce, go ahead. This watch. God. You got to understand, Dame, he came in, and Dame is one of my favorite players, so I'm definitely going to defend Dame.
Yeah, he's going to have more success with Goel.
Dame. He came from a situation in Portland where he was the guy. You know what I'm saying? He's never played with a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo. And they fired their coach in between him getting traded there. So Doc
Rivers is still the coach, right? Doc Rivers.
You said what?
Doc Rivers is still the coach.
No, I'm talking about when they fired Adrian Griffin. I'm talking about before Doc Rivers was the coach.
But Doc Rivers is the coach now, right?
Yeah, Doc Rivers is the coach now. Yes.
Okay.
Play harder.
That's his play. That's his.
But I mean, they can still battle through that. But Lamont's right though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Damian Lillard is definitely gonna be on a different type time this year.
Oh my God.
He's gonna be a different player. He's not gonna be.
I agree.
Is he gonna be a better defender?
Dame was going through endless stuff last season, so it was going through the motions for him. He was just trying to finish the year. And if you look at Dame, and you know what I'm saying, like I said, I've been watching the Lakers media days. I've been watching everybody. I've been tuned in to literally every NBA team, even Wembanyama and Chris Paul and the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? I just love basketball. And hearing from what Dame said, he said his team is gonna get the real Damian Lillard this year. He's not gonna be. He had an all-star year last year. He wasn't even a real Dame in his eyes. He said his team is gonna get the real version.
I have a question.
And if you look at the first Bucks preseason game, the way Dame was coming out, I don't know, bro. Them shots looking good. You know what I'm saying? It's not the regular season, but I'm just saying.
Is he gonna be a better defender?
That's the key right there.
Yeah, I think he needs to work on that. That's the part of his
we all
he's gonna work on
it. Hey, y'all, but we all know that's not gonna happen though. So he can work on that. He's still that's not the. But for Damian Lillard, like what Lamont's saying is, like, of course he's not gonna be a better defender, but if he's gonna be if he's gonna be a Dame that's gonna play off the ball and still be impactful, he doesn't have to play defense. Like we all know that he's not gonna be. It's not about the defense. It's about his impact on the floor. Because Giannis is still going to be a good defender, by the way. But they have to get
Brook Lopez.
Exactly.
Middleton is there, right? Middleton is still there.
Middleton.
I mean, he played better. Bro, he played
Middleton.
pretty good last year in the playoffs, bro.
They got Gary Trent Jr. I really like him from Toronto.
What? Oh my God.
Tough.
Another bad defender.
He's tough.
But he's a lethal shooter.
He's tough.
Lethal?
What? Gary Trent
He's not
Jr.
a lethal shooter.
He's tough. He's tough.
He's lethal to the offense. He's gonna shoot with that
passing. I see what you mean. Their front court. I see what you mean. Like their what is it? Backcourt defense. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's not gonna be that good. I mean, but
Nah, I mean, yeah, we all know like the defense is a work in progress, man. It's a lot of teams that defense is a work in progress, but I'm just saying
There's
offensively,
no
they
work at
going.
all.
I feel like they're gonna be a top seed. They was a top seed last year, even with them playing bad. You feel me? They was a top 3 seed last year, but
and I wonder why. And Giannis didn't even try last year for real.
yeah, Giannis and
Well,
Dame
because
ain't even tried last year.
well,
They was a
because of
top 3
Middleton,
seed.
Middleton tried to show up, you know, when Giannis went down. So you can't forget about him. But let's be very clear. You gotta play defense, right? You
Yeah.
have to.
That's true.
I
That's
mean,
true.
at the end of the day, what's the point of Dame dropping 40, 50 points and then James Harden comes down and drops 40 or 50 on you too? That's no help, right? So it's like I would rather Dame, to be honest with you, I'd rather Dame drop about 20, maybe 30, but his guy only gets 15, maybe 20. Like you gotta get that disparity, because this is why Drew Holiday is so missed. Because yeah, Drew's role on the Bucks at the time wasn't to really score, even though he would put some buckets in for you. It wasn't his role to really score, but because of his defensive presence, I mean, and Middleton and everybody else helping out, it's the reason why they got that championship that year. That defense, that top defense perimeter. So I mean, you could drop all these points, but if your guy dropping the same amount, it's an even kill game. Now,
But
That's a good point,
Rick,
bro.
Rick, but when is it in the NBA? When is it like when your guy is dropping? If Dame is dropping 50, I don't got James Harden coming on the other end dropping 50 with him. I just don't got that.
Well, here's the thing. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but let's be more realistic. We both can agree that James Harden can drop 30 points, right? We can agree to that.
Yeah, he could drop 30.
Yeah, he can.
But Dame could drop 30 as well. So my thing is, if they both got 30, who are you really helping?
I see what you're saying, bro.
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, I just feel like he's going to be a better player this year. That's all. You're going to get the Dame and Portland Dame. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not okay. And I see what you're saying. I'm not doubting that he'll be a better player or he'll be, more efficient. Let's use the word efficient, because
more efficient.
I feel like Dame can
more
get
efficient. Goddamn.
So you could be more efficient, but then what if your guy is keeping you from dropping your 30? The dude that's holding you at 6'6" or 6'5".
Oh, you talking about I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like you can drop as many points as you want, but if the other team is dropping buckets too, it just becomes a back and forth game.
Nah, I get that. They gotta get stops. They gotta get.
You see what Katie just said in the comments? You see what just what the fuck Kill just said in the comments too?
Hey, Kirk, you said that's your cousin.
Yeah, that's my cousin. He was on here before. He just said something in the comments that makes a lot of sense though with Dame, because if Dame starts, if I ain't gonna lie, like defense, I do agree with you on the defense for sure. Because I ain't gonna lie, if they face a team like Boston, they're gonna get cooked because they can't guard the guards.
Let me go to the other people, and then I'm gonna go to let y'all go back. What's up? What's good, Clue? How you doing, bro?
Feeling good. How about you, man?
Oh man, I'm good. What you got with the Western Conference? Who your top 8 teams? Oh, he just dropped.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he just dropped. I'm gonna let him wait to come back. Bo, what's good, man? I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna get Khalil back. What's good, man?
What's up? You already got the West out the way, or can I say the West?
Go and give you your West teams. We're gonna be sticking on the West right now. Yeah, give us your top 8 teams in the West.
Hello?
Thank you.
Yeah, we
can
say
you
something.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hello?
Yeah.
All right. I got the Thunder, I got the Mavs, the Nuggets, the T-Wolves, the Pelicans, the Kings, the Clippers, and what am I at, 7 or is it 8?
That's 7.
7. Did I already say Memphis? I know I got Memphis in there.
Nah, you didn't say Memphis.
Hey, you see everybody saying Memphis? You hear that shit?
Yeah, you smart. You didn't say Memphis, but you smart.
I meant to say Memphis earlier. I had a list, but I couldn't look at it because y'all couldn't hear me. I was looking at the list earlier while I was trying to read it, but I was like, damn, they can't even hear me.
Nah, you good, bro. I like your 8, but you know what I'm saying? I think the Lakers, like I told BJ, I think the Lakers and the Suns and the Warriors will have something to say about that.
I feel.
I think I ain't gonna lie to you. I think the Warriors really dropped all the way down damn near this year, bro. I don't know what's up. I think the Warriors are going. I don't know. They're not going to be a good. They're not going to be a really good team next year. I think the Clippers is going to be better than them. Like the Warriors, they got to show me something, bro. They have to prove me wrong this year because I ain't gonna lie, they like one of the top 3 worst teams in the West. They getting there, bro. The Warriors don't.
Yeah, with that Draymond shit, man, like that's why I got to factor in too, bro. Like as much as you think he gonna play all 82, you think he gonna play 72?
I think he's gonna like. I think he's gonna play like a lot of decent games. Like I think he's actually gonna try to keep it together, but they just got more problems than Draymond. They got like I just think they're just not they're a decent team. I think Steph Curry's still a good player, but you definitely could see Steph Curry declining, even though everyone says Steph Curry's. I mean, he's amazing. Don't get me wrong, but you see he's not the same Steph Curry.
He didn't have enough to score either.
BJ, did you see Draymond Green on media day? I watched the Warriors media day too. He him and a reporter, because I guess the reporter was kind of asking him that, like, was basically saying like, Draymond, are you really here? You know what I'm saying? Draymond was saying like I've been here for like 14 years. Like I've been here, and Draymond, he was basically saying like, Draymond, you wasn't here like the whole season last season. Like you got suspended, all that. And, you know, Draymond, he was being Draymond, man. He was being smart. So I definitely
being an asshole.
Yeah, he was being an asshole.
Being himself.
He was being himself. So I just wanted to say that. Yeah, that's definitely what Draymond. So that's the piggyback off what you said, Kirk. That's actually what a reporter asked Draymond, like, are you going to play all 82 games? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Mike crashed out with the team being worse.
Exactly, bro. Steph Curry was literally crying last season, like literally crying in the game. I don't know if that was because Draymond got ejected. Like the Warriors gonna have, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna look like this year, Bruce. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Y'all gotta show me something this year because I ain't looking too good.
The Warriors season depends on Wiggins and Kuminga development.
Good point.
Hey, what's up, Rick? Rick, you don't like the splash buds? They call it the splash buds. They not called the, you know what I mean? They said, hey BJ, they changed their name to the Splash Buds. You know what I'm saying? That's what they said. Ain't no more Splash Brothers. You know what I'm saying? They changed.
Klay Thompson was done, man. He's done.
Yeah, Klay Thompson done.
I want to hear what Rick say.
Well, look, here's the thing about the Warriors, man. You got to understand where. First of all, let's get something straight. Curry is still a superstar. But what you're seeing is now that he doesn't have his prime core, he doesn't have Klay when Klay was good before he went down and got hurt in 17, and he just debilitated after that. And then, of course, Draymond is his muscle man. Yeah. He is effective when he's coming off of screens. The man is in shape. I mean, I think I see the video where he'll just take off running. Like he wants to run around screens. So now you're asking Curry to be almost like Kyrie Irving, where you create your own shots. And we saw what happened against the Celtics when you got a number of guys on the court that can pretty much run up on you at any time. Even though Kyrie, tried, and we know he's very effective, basketball is still basketball. You can't really get that ball off. You're going to be in tight situations when you got 2 or 3 guys keeping you in their eye view and running you down. So do I think that Curry can get shots off and create space? Of course I can, but that's never been his true style of play within that team set. His true style of play is running around the baseline, coming off the threes, coming off Draymond's shoulder, coming off of, his center shoulder and looking for that quick shot. So now you're asking him to be almost like a Kyrie where he's coming down and trying to isolate, even though he can do it. But then you got to think he has to do this for all 40 minutes plus going into the postseason, when usually what he's used to is coming off the screens and taking open shots. And then, of course, the big men will always come down and set like those double screens, or he'll go for an easy layup or a tricky layup. So now he has to change his whole pace of play, his whole set of play. Is he capable? Yes. But the reason why he doesn't look like he usually looks is because he doesn't have the assets around him that allows him to get to where he needs to get to. So now it's harder for him to basically get those wide open shots coming off the screens, because I still think that he still can do what he does like he's been doing. The problem is now is that you don't got the guys around you that can get you open. Now, if you're asking me, Warriors have to become more of a pass team. Like they got to move that ball around a lot quicker because now the ball moves faster than the man. So, like touching on what Bruce said, Kuminga and Wiggins are gonna have to become some takeoff type of guys, like some tough slashers, like him, Curry. They all three of them have to take off. Like they got to take off together and make options. It's almost like that drill you do when it's like you got the three guys coming down and it's like you do the little run between each other and then hit the layup or take a shot.
Oh,
like,
3-man weave.
Oh, yeah. There you go, 3-man weave. So they got to kind of implement that within an offense because now you don't have Draymond running down there, coming up, setting a hard screen for you with the pick and pocket or pick and go. You don't have Clay that used to be hot on the 3-point line where that causes the defense to keep an eye on him. Because now that draws attention away from Curry. Now since you have this new set of guys, you have to have those three coming down full speed, making fast-paced ball movement to where whoever's open, which means that Kuminga and Wiggins have to become more efficient on their jump shots because sometimes they may be the ones that are open. Because yes, Curry's going to run with you, but also Curry has all the attention. So now that you don't have Draymond bullying people for you and setting hard screens, and you don't have other men that are trying to get you open, that allows the oppositional team to put 3 or 4 guys on you at a time. Like and even though Curry's amazing, he's human. He's gonna need that assistance. So now that's gonna put more pressure on Wiggins and also Kuminga to really show up, and they need a mid-range game quick because they're gonna need it during this season. That's really the difference.
Rick, I have a question for you. Who would play better with Giannis?
Yeah, those are some good points.
Dame or Curry?
I think Curry would, because Curry. The thing about Curry is that he can let that thing fly in an instant, right? And it's very efficient. But the thing is, Curry really does try to get his big men in play. So here's the thing. I'm gonna do it like this. Let's put Giannis in Draymond Green's spot, right? Let's put him there. Now the beautiful thing about that mixture is that now when Curry comes off that screen, we have a big problem because we know Curry can finish at the basket too. He can hit mid-rangers, he can finish at the basket, but then it's like also he could pop back out and shoot threes. So now when Giannis is coming up for that high screen, now you got to worry about Giannis because now if Curry passes it off, Giannis been working on that mid-range shot, even a little bit on the 3-point shot. But you know Giannis wants to spin off and dunk the ball. So either way, you have 2 problems right there because whoever you leave open, now it just comes down to who has a higher percentage shot, which is usually Curry. But then it gets just as crazy for Giannis because now he's got a percentage shot down low. So it's almost like which hand do you want to cut off, the left or the right? You got to pick one.
Yeah,
so
that's
I think Curry would be dangerous with Giannis.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Like what if Steph Curry had a Giannis Antetokounmpo in his career, you talking about 2-3 more championships, man? Like, come on. I know Steph Curry.
I agree with that.
I know Steph Curry wish that Draymond could do what Giannis Antetokounmpo could do, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a problem. That's scary. But I just think the Warriors, they, like you said, BJ, I think they past years, they put the best teams around Steph Curry and Clay and them around when they could. I think, like you said, now they can't do that no more. They can't put the best team possible around them.
That's a good point, bro. I mean, the Warriors' best days are definitely behind them, bro. And Steph Curry, like you just said, Rick, you said all that stuff about Steph Curry and the team and how, you know, everything has to adjust. Like Steph Curry, like I ain't gonna lie, like Steph Curry in his prime can do exactly what Kyrie could do. He can pick you apart. Steph Curry didn't really need screens back then. Steph Curry could do a lot of things, but now he's 37. So it's like now he's you could tell he's slower. Like you just said, he's shooting the ball like more off the ball. Like he's not. Of course, he could do 1-on-1, but he's not like he's a 37-year-old like Steph Curry. It's not the same Steph Curry no more.
I feel like Curry still can ball out because you know.
No, I'm not saying he can't. Of course he can.
I'm not saying you didn't say that. My thing is that what people visualize when they think of Curry is just him releasing the ball so smoothly. But you got to remember, back in those days, he was coming off of screens like crazy.
No, he was.
you had 2 or 3 guys literally, like I'm talking about, you had one guy in the paint, then when he comes off that screen, another guy towards the 3, then he comes around that screen, there's another guy coming off his man just to set another screen, and then Curry literally has options. Sometimes he'll shoot, sometimes he'll fake pass it down to Draymond or across the court to Clay. Like it was their own little system. But now that he doesn't have that, it's putting more. Now, this is what typically happens. I got to watch Clay back in the day. I can't leave him open. So that means Curry can get to the basket. Now you don't have that. So now I can stay in the paint. I can actually go assist and help and double team Curry. Now the guy that's at the top of the key that's on defense, he also can help out as a help side defender. You potentially got 3 people holding Curry when at one point Curry was wide open. That's the difference.
I see what you're saying. It's way more attention on Steph Curry now than ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. Hey, that's a good point though. I mean, yeah. They just need a lot of help over there, like you just said.
And don't get me wrong. Do I think Curry gonna get some buckets? Obviously, yes.
Of course.
But you got to think as you continually play, your legs get tired, your arms get tired, and he's gonna play every game unless he gets injured. So, like you said, that's where the 37-year-old factor comes in. He's not 23. So once you get to 15, 20, 30 games into the season and you're not getting those screens like you used to, that tiredness is going to start to show up. He's going to start jogging. He's going to start kind of coming off a little lazy off a screen or two because it's like you wearing them down. So that's why I said Kuminga and what's his name? Kuminga and Wiggins are really going to have to run with him. They're going to have to become efficient threats, not scoring threats, but efficient threats, because now you can score some buckets, but I don't remember, Wiggins and Kuminga being like, mid-range masters. Like if they can hit,
I'll say Wiggins is definitely like Wiggins. I mean, he can shoot the mid-range better than what he did last year.
He can shoot it. He can shoot it better, but can he shoot it at a point to where you know how Curry come down and just stop on a dime and let it go at the free throw line and just it goes straight through the net?
Yeah, he's not like that. I agree.
That's what you have to become that. Because now think about it. If Kuminga and Wiggins can become that, and I'm not even saying like they got to be 50%, you could be 45% efficiency. If you can do that, now that causes the defense to say, shit, any, mini, mighty, mo. If I let any one of these guys open, they're gonna make that shot. So now you don't have everybody crowding in on Curry. And even if they do crowd in, now you leaving Wiggins and Kuminga open to shoot that easy shot.
I see what you're saying, though.
See what I'm saying? So now it makes it dangerous.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And they're already tough at the rim, though, too. We both know they can finish at the rim.
Kuminga flying. Yeah, he's flying.
Yeah. He's definitely flying, though. But that's a
Kuminga need to average somewhere between 20 and 25 this year.
Yeah, he actually needs to match Steph Curry.
I think he can average 20 to 25 this year if Steve Kerr play him. That's if Steve Kerr play him.
Yes,
you
got no choice this year. Clay's gone.
I ain't got no choice.
He got no choice no more.
Yeah, I know he don't got
Steve
no
Kerr
choice.
be stubborn sometimes.
You got to play him. Kuminga was a dog for them last year.
Yeah, it was.
I remember games he was going like 80% from the field or some shit like that. Like certain games he was
shooting
doing numbers for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Steve Kerr got to play him, bro. He's tough.
Steve Kerr do be having his moments, though. I'll say that though. But with all that being said, Rick, they still got to show me something, man. Because
Steve Kerr like Tyronn
ain't looking
Lue
too good,
times.
bro.
Steve Kerr like Tyronn Lue at times. He don't be one to play his young talent, bro. He don't I don't know. I don't be getting it.
They're not looking too good on paper, or
they're just not looking too good in general, bro. I'm just being so serious with you, bro. They're not better than Sacramento right now. They're not better than the Pelicans right now. They're not better than Memphis. You know what's crazy? The Warriors are they're probably on the same length as the Rockets right now. Coming into the season. I'm just being so serious with you, bro. They ain't looking too good. But what all
you guys don't believe in the Rockets. Sengun, I'm telling you, Sengun and Jabari Smith, they're gonna dominate.
Yeah.
Bruce, who they gonna dominate, Bruce?
They dominate their opponents.
Who they gonna dominate? Get the fuck out of here, Bruce.
Wait, hold on.
I like Sengun. Jabari Smith is not him. I like Sengun. Jabari Smith is not him. Who they gonna dominate, Bruce?
They're gonna dominate the Clippers.
He has to come back from injury.
I
Wait, hold
mean,
on.
maybe, I
Hell
don't
no,
know.
Bruce.
He
I
funny
don't
as shit.
know.
Who Kawhi on the court?
Yes, on the court.
That nigga's a baby
Shit.
Jokic though, bro. But is he
I
okay?
like
from that?
Sengun though. I like
Yeah, he's
Sengun.
tough.
I
He's
like,
fake.
yeah,
All right.
I like
like Sengun.
Sengun. I ain't gonna disrespect
He's tough.
Sengun. I like Sengun. I ain't gonna disrespect him. He like that. But Jabari Smith, I don't
He's
know.
okay though, bro. I think Jabari Smith, he's not bad, bro. I think he's
Nah,
decent.
he okay.
I mean,
That's the problem. He okay.
I
I
see what
mean,
you're saying though, bro.
Kawhi is not gonna play, so the Rockets gonna dominate. So that's what I'm
They
saying.
gonna, hey, look, they gonna
Kawhi's
dominate
not
you
playing.
too, bro. They gonna fuck your team up.
I have two teams. I don't know which one.
I'm talking about the Warriors, bro. I'm just
What?
telling you, bro.
Bruce, you got two teams?
Yes, since the first day I was on the podcast, I said I had two teams.
I never knew that, Bruce.
The Warriors and the Clippers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
about to say, yeah.
I never knew that. I never knew that. I thought the way Bruce was be last couple shit, I thought Bruce was just a straight Clipper fan. I ain't know he was a Warrior fan too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
he be.
I'm
talking about the
more
Warriors, bro.
Clipper than Warriors until I see Kawhi. I was like, okay, I'm shifting now.
He said I'm shifting. You gonna have to shift. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, Clippers, Warriors, bro. Yeah, you gonna have to you gonna be in between all season, bro. Because I don't know what we're gonna see what those teams do this year. So
Okay, we'll see.
we definitely gonna see,
I
bro.
still think that Kawhi is not gonna play. He's gonna play by January or February.
I could.
But-
I'm not gonna say all that. That's kind of crazy.
All right.
He's gonna play by December, bro. Don't do that shit, bro.
Hey, BJ, I like y'all jerseys this year, man. I like y'all jerseys this
I
year.
like the jerseys.
Hey, BJ, I ain't gonna lie, I'm mad my man couldn't rock that jersey this year.
That jersey
you know
is
what I mean?
nice, bro. You talking
Shit
about
hard.
Russell?
Yeah,
So Monty,
I'm
shouldn't you
mad
be a
my
Nuggets
man
fan?
Russ couldn't rock that shit hard, bro.
Shouldn't you be a Nuggets
Hopefully,
fan now?
I fuck with the jerseys, man. That them Jones like
You hear
that.
what Bruce said, Monty? He said you should be a Nuggets fan, bro.
He said what?
He said you should be a Nuggets fan since Russell Westbrook's over there.
Man, I'm supporting the Nuggets right now because Russ is right there. You know what I
See,
mean?
here we go.
Hey,
You know
Bruce,
what
you
I'm
already know
saying?
what I'm rocking, bro. OKC,
Yeah.
bro.
Here we go. All right.
Don't say here we go. They're gonna sweep your team this year. Don't do that.
Oh, they're gonna
Let's go to-
sweep.
They're gonna
Let's go
sweep.
to-
They
But
damn
I'm
near
an
swept you.
OKC fan at heart, though.
They
You know
gonna
what
sweep
I'm
your team this year, bro. And that
Which one?
I'm talking about the Warriors.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to say you got nothing. They gonna sweep them. They're gonna sweep them boys.
Let me go to Mingle real
Hey,
quick.
Kurt, here go Mingle. He about to switch
Oh my
some shit up.
God.
Mingle, what's
Switch
good,
some shit
Mingle?
up. Here
What's
come
up,
Mingle.
bro?
He about to
What's
switch
going
some
on,
shit
man?
up.
Ain't no.
Good.
First of all, that game that the Clippers played against the Brooklyn Nets, ain't no way that they played that whole game with no commentary. But I'm looking at that game. I'm like, bro, is this a game of 2K? I had to look at the name of the because I thought it was one of the guys that played 2K. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Wow, no commentary?
Like, bro,
That's
ain't
my
no way
guy.
there ain't no commentary in this game. Ain't no way.
That's how bad they is this year, man.
They had
You're funny as hell.
the arena is 15 minutes from my house. I was up there yesterday for the game.
That is crazy. And it also was good to see Ben Simmons out there on the court. I was like, this mother boy, nigga, boy, I don't even know what's going on.
Hey, BJ, you like you say it's 15 minutes away. You like the stadium?
Oh yeah, it's dope. It's nice inside, bro.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's not like the Intuit Dome, but it's nice inside.
That's what's up.
I mean, it looked nice. James Harden was out there trying to ball a little bit. I'm gonna see if he's gonna do that in the regular season, especially without Kawhi. If Kawhi don't play, I mean, the Clippers in trouble anyway if Kawhi don't play. But I'm just saying, I just want to see how they play together. I mean, it's over with if Kawhi don't play though.
Who your top 8 teams in the West though? Who you got? We need to do the East too. Who your top 8 teams in the West?
Yeah, facts.
Well, my top teams in the West is I got Minnesota. It ain't in no order now. I'm just naming 8 teams.
All right.
And I got Minnesota. The Grizzlies will be up there. The Suns will be up there. The Mavericks, the Kings, OKC, the Nuggets will be up there. And how many that was? That was what? 6?
Yeah, you had like 7.
7. And and that last 6 spot, well, it'll be between New Orleans. I'm gonna say New Orleans or either what's the name? for that last playoff spot. And the Lakers will be up there too. They'll be up there somewhere.
Yeah,
That's
that's right.
true.
Yeah,
They're
thank
gonna be
you.
there.
Hey,
They're gonna be there
Mango,
somewhere.
Yeah, they'll be up there somewhere.
hey, Mango, I like you today, Mango. You know what I'm saying? You talking shit.
Nah, the
You
Lakers
talk.
will be up there somewhere. I don't know if they're gonna be real trash like they was the other
Nah,
years.
they're not.
I think they'll be
Lakers
up
never
there
been a
somewhere.
trash team though, bro.
Yeah.
They're just not well organized. You can see that shit. They have a good team. They're just not well organized, and they have an aging superstar in LeBron. But nobody wants to talk about that though. Like
Yeah, LeBron, he'll be 40
He's
in
not
December.
aging. He's already aged. So
LeBron be 40 in December. Just think
I
about
know,
that.
like people don't understand that. Like we be talking about LeBron, like he's still one of these top 5 super. He's a 40-year-old man on the court, but people like, oh, he's like, bro, nah, bro. Like, no, he's not the same no more, bro.
Hey, Kirk, you think because he's 40 years old, you just think, oh, he can't play no more.
No. This is what I know.
You just think the Lakers is just gonna be the straight ass with LeBron James?
No, that's not what I mean, Lamont.
What you think? LeBron was just the best player in the Olympics, bro. Like, you
No,
know what I'm saying?
no.
LeBron, he 40, but I think LeBron feel like he still got something to prove, bro. He said he got like a lot left in the tank, which I think LeBron only got 2 years. To be honest.
This is my thing with LeBron Lamont. It's not even the fact that he can't play. It's not. I'm talking about high level basketball and how you impact winning. He doesn't impact winning like the way that he talks about or everyone else talks about. He's a good player. LeBron's a really good player. He's like top 10, top 15, but he's not. He's
top
his
15.
impact. I can name like 10. I can name like 5, 7 players that have a better impact than LeBron right now. Like probably, like, you know what I'm saying, his impact on winning. Like Ja Morant has a better impact. Shea, Anthony Edwards, damn near Jason Tatum has a better impact on winning than LeBron James. Like I'm just saying, there's players that.
I ain't gonna lie. I think people just grandfather that nigga in, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Tatum. Who else you say?
I said Ja, Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, Shea, Giannis, Embiid. Actually, I ain't going. JT maybe. Luka has a better impact, even though he plays a very slow pace. I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna lie. Like
Jimmy
LeBron's
Butler.
impact, yeah. I mean, yeah, damn near. Like you could name like a lot of players that have a better impact than LeBron James on just winning wise. I'm not saying
his own
like,
teammate.
Yeah, exactly. Anthony Davis. Like I'm just saying,
said,
like
you said just winning wise.
Yeah, like just like impacting the game. Like
he's won more games than all them people that you named, man. He's won more championships than all them.
No, so what I mean, Lamont, I'm saying like right now, like in the last like since
right
LeBron,
right now,
yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
like, bro, he's not talking about during his career. He's talking about as of right now.
As of right now,
he's saying he's 40. He wasn't 40 his whole career.
But I'll say this though.
Hell yeah, as of right now, hell yeah.
Yeah, like let's say this, like since LeBron has been on the Lakers, like damn near his impact has gone down every year. Like not drastically, but like slowly but surely. Especially like that second year when he hit the Lakers, when he got damn near swept by the Suns. That was the end of LeBron right there. But people don't want to talk about that. Like the Suns whooped their ass.
Yeah.
Whatever, that round one.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony Davis, I know he was in and out, but they whooped.
No, he got injured. Anthony Davis.
They
wasn't in and out. He was out.
With the Nuggets 2 years in a row.
They was in the Western Conference Finals 2 years
2003, yeah. 2003.
That is true. I mean, they did beat Memphis. You know what? I mean, that's a good point.
They was in a wet, like, so you can't really say, oh, LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like LeBron, he's won a lot, he's lost a lot, bro. You feel me? So I just think it's some people time, bro. It's some people time. Like everybody got to punch their ticket. Like I said, it don't matter if you one through 8. It don't matter your seed. As long as you punch that ticket, you got a chance to win a championship. It don't matter. You feel what I'm saying? An 8 seed could be the 1 seed right now. You feel me?
So LeBron can win a championship next season.
The Mavs was what, BJ? They was what? They was
depends on their team.
They was 5th.
The Mavs was 6th, right?
5th.
And
it was 5th.
I think they was 5th or 6th, and they went to the finals. Like it don't matter.
So Monty. So LeBron can win a championship next season.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna win a championship next year, but it's possible. Yes,
I see what he's saying, though, bro. No,
it's very possible. If the Lakers make the play-in, right? Everybody think they a play-in team, all this big geeking ass shit. Let's say they make the play-in with Bronny. You feel what I'm saying? No. They got Bronny with the 15th spot on the team. You feel me? And they make the play-in. Let's say they win the play-in. and they beat the first round. Now they in the second round. You feel what I'm saying? Now shit getting interesting. You feel me? Like it's possible. Like they just was at the Western Conference Finals 2 years ago with Darvin Ham. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. You feel me?
So
It's very
JJ
possible.
Redick is gonna be a better coach than Darvin Ham.
I think
Yeah,
he might
I
be
do.
slightly.
I do. I do.
Really?
I think
But it
JJ Redick
wasn't
gonna
a
be a
good
better
showing though,
coach.
bro.
Damn.
JJ
Wow.
Redick
Damn, I
gonna
don't
be
know
a
about
better
that one,
coach
Yeah,
than
Monty.
Darvin Ham.
but
All
Monty,
right.
I don't know about that,
referring.
Monty.
Yeah, but Monty, you keep referring to they made it to the Western Conference Finals. Yes, that's all well and good, but they couldn't even win a game though. When they got to the Western Conference Finals,
Nah, I know they
they
played a
didn't
better
even win
game.
one
I'm
game,
not
not
saying
even
that.
one.
Yeah, you right. They
Then the
played a
next
better
season, the
game.
following season, when they played the same team again, they won one game and like they got swept again.
Nah, I
They
know they
should have
can't
got
beat the
swept by that
Nuggets, bro.
team. It
And
should have been
like they got swept again.
They
should have got
can't beat
swept.
the Mingle. They can't beat the Nuggets. It's not a good matchup. Jokic and AD. That's the matchup. When you think of the Nuggets and the Lakers, you automatically gonna think, oh, Jokic, he's gonna impact the game. You feel what I'm saying? And if I'm AD, I feel disrespected because Jokic is busting my ass every time. Like you feel what I'm saying?
Nah, nobody can. Nah, I don't put that on AD because nobody can stop Jokic. I don't care who you put on.
Man,
Ain't
I'm
nobody
not trying.
stopping Jokic.
Man,
You
Mingle,
put
if I'm
Bam on him.
AD,
You
if
can
I'm
put
AD,
JJ,
I'm not
Triple
trying to
J
hear
on
none
him.
of that.
Ain't nobody
I don't
stopping
give a
Jokic.
fuck about no Jokic. If I'm
Well,
AD,
you ain't got to give an F about him, but you ain't stopping him.
yeah, I know. I mean, I'm just saying
You
you
ain't got to
still
get an F about him, but you
disrespecting
ain't
AD.
stopping him.
We got to talk about that
AD,
team,
they
bro. The
put him
Nuggets.
up there for
Hey, hold
defensive
on.
player of
We
the
got to
year,
talk
right?
about. We got to talk about the. Hey,
I'm
Monty.
just
We got to talk
saying
about
you
the
can't
Nuggets,
be
bro.
defensive player of the year. You can't even stop Jokic. You can't do nothing with him.
That's a
Y'all
good
play the
point. That's a
same
good point,
position.
Lamar. I ain't gonna lie. He
You get what I'm
definitely played.
saying? Like you feel me?
He
Jokic,
definitely played
Jokic.
defense. He was
You know
getting
how many
cooked every
people
play.
Jokic can't stop? Jokic can't stop AD either. You know what I'm saying? So,
And that's correct. But when you got somebody on your team like LeBron, let's be real here. LeBron is a ball stopper. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Much as y'all say he's a pass first player and all this and that and this and that, LeBron is a ball stopper. When LeBron is off the court, the Lakers is a better flowing team versus him on the court.
you think
Because
so? You think
because
so?
the
Hey, hold
offense is
on,
stagnant. The
y'all. Hold
offense
on.
is
We gotta talk.
stagnant.
We gotta talk about the Nuggets real quick because I wanna hear Monty and everybody's because Russ is on your team. Russ is on the Nuggets, Monty. So what are they doing this year? What are they doing?
Man, I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
I was expecting more than that. He said, I don't know.
Oh, he
Man.
changed the
no,
picture.
bro.
He has a Westbrook Nuggets now. Oh, okay. All right.
Hey,
Yeah,
Bruce,
he
you
is.
should,
Hey, Bruce, what you surprised? You know I'm a Russell Westbrook fan. Come
Oh
on,
my
man.
God.
Yeah, to the day I die, man. You know what I mean? Russ, that's my favorite player, man. I'm gonna stay down with him, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people
The Nuggets
disrespecting
gonna
that
lose
guy.
in the second round. They're gonna miss KCP.
hey,
You
tell him
said
about the Warriors, bro.
Bruce, what you say?
Nuggets losing in the second round. They're gonna miss KCP.
You said they losing. You said they losing in the second round. How much money you want to bet right now?
0 because I'm
I
saving them for the
bet.
I'm
I
saving
bet.
them for
You
the
know what I'm saying?
hurricane. I'm
They
saving
not
them for the
losing in no
hurricane.
second round, nigga. They got Russell Westbrook coming off the bench. You crazy?
Yeah, okay. All right.
You crazy as hell.
They still should
You
have kept
better
KCP.
hope he don't start on the Nuggets this year, boy.
Oh, I
That is
wish.
hey,
I
look, that
wish it
is a big
starts.
piece for the Nuggets, though, bro.
Okay.
Because
He gonna dunk on your favorite player.
Nah, but
Before
the
you
Nuggets
come
should
on.
have kept
All right.
KCP though. If they
Yeah,
would have kept KCP,
he gonna
I would have
dunk.
had a little more
What?
faith in them.
Okay,
What?
it's 2024, not 2011.
but look, man,
All right.
but BJ, I think the Nuggets is going to be a decent team this year. They're going to be a pretty good team. Because you got to think that the All-Star break still has to happen, and so does trade deadlines. They can still make trades and be right at the top. It's not like they're like right at the bottom. The Nuggets are like they're between like the 3rd and the 6th seed. They're not going to go any lower than that. They're not a playing team. They still got the best player in the world, Jokic. They still got Jamal Murray.
Easy.
They still got yes, he's the best player in the world, bro. It's nice, bro. He won 3 MVPs, bro.
I don't know about that.
In the world, bro. I'm just being honest with
I
you.
don't know about
Who's
that.
better than him, Giannis?
Who's better than him?
I think Embiid is better than.
Okay, I'm not mad at that pick, but Embiid hasn't been healthy.
No.
So 3-time MVP,
No,
one
he's
MVP
not.
championship. He better.
He's not
All
better
right.
than. He's not better than
He's
Nikola
not.
Jokic, bro.
He's more
And
dominant than
I ain't
him.
gonna lie. For a long time, I used to think that Joel Embiid was better than
Yeah.
Jokic, but he's
Okay.
not. He's
You know,
not. He's not
Embiid
better
was
than.
on track to win that MVP and then got hurt.
I mean, yeah, you're right, bro. But
Right?
he gets hurt
Okay.
every year. So what the fuck are we talking about?
He
That's
gets
the
hurt every
problem.
year. Where?
Hey,
Who's?
nah, man, we gotta get to the East now. Let's get to the Eastern Conference. I don't want y'all to
All
get
right.
too off track. Let's get to the Eastern Conference. I'm gonna start with Bruce. Give me your hey Rick. Actually, I'm gonna let you lead it. I'm gonna let you lead the East, man. You go
Oh,
and
shit.
do your honors, man. Ask people around who they top 8 teams are.
Yo, Bruce, man, we gonna start with the East. So who you got as far as the top 8? What's your list?
Yo,
My list was in the comments, I think.
I'll bring it back.
Bruce,
I
you're an
can't.
asshole, bro. Just name your list, bro.
Oh, I can't even. AB, I can't even hear y'all niggas.
Yo,
I think the Pacers, Magic. I said, yeah.
It's on the screen, Bruce.
I don't think Celtics gonna repeat. I think Celtics could lose in the first round or second round.
what?
Yes.
What's this nigga talking about?
Okay. All right. I see Sixers, Magic, conference finals,
Oh,
maybe.
man.
Yeah. And the Knicks have a good shot. So I think the Knicks are better than the Celtics. I think the Sixers is supposedly the best team in the East. On
No,
paper.
they're not. The Celtics are.
I mean, if everybody's hurt on the other team, Celtics are the best team. But the Cavs, they just need a point guard, and I think the Cavs point guard could be traded. Garland, yeah, because they're too small. And the Heat, I think they're missing players, they're missing bodies, and I don't know about Jimmy Butler if he's gonna play the whole season. Haliburton cannot defend. So yeah, that's my list. I think the Sixers win the East. So
You think? Oh! You think the Sixers win the East this year
yes,
with Paul George? You think the Sixers?
yes, with
win?
Paul George, whose jersey should be retired for the Clippers, and Kawhi jersey should not.
No,
be
Paul
retired.
George's jersey should not be retired for the Clippers. I don't know why would you ever say that. Like he did anything over there, bro. He has not.
He
done
didn't do anything. Oh, okay.
Western Conference Finals.
Hey, Rick.
Jersey
Hey,
retired?
You think the Sixers coming out the East?
No.
Not this year. And the only reason why I say that is because now, I mean, you know, Paul George, I got to see how they play together because this is their first year. You got to keep in mind just because you have a bunch of superstars on one team that doesn't mean anything. I mean, hell, i.e. Phoenix, right? Like you got to have chemistry, man. The biggest thing is I need to see Paul George and Embiid really integrate the rest of those guys within a system, right? Because you can have like two awesome players like that, but you know, basketball is not an individual sport, man. Like if it was just, you know, give the ball to Embiid or give the ball to PG, let them cook and everybody else watch, then sure, you know, sure they'll go far. But you and I both know basketball is a very constant moving pace game, right? That involves everybody. So we got to see how, you know, I'm trying to even in my head right now, trying to see how Paul George is going to be moving around Embiid and how Embiid is going to be, is he going to set screens? Is he going to get out the way? Like we got to see their chemistry first, you know, and then you got to integrate the rest of your players out there. You know, some guys got to be defensive men. Some guys got to be spot up shooters. I mean, I really got to see how it works out. But, you know, the two names alone on paper sound good, but we got to just see how they going to flow.
Hey, Rick.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
So, Rick, Paul George, he's been in the league a long time. I think he played with a decent center. I don't think Hibbert is not as talented or great player. Yeah, with Embiid. And he's played with a decent point guard. He's not what's the point guard name? He's not as good as Westbrook. But I think Paul George played a bunch of different systems, right? So he knows he has to win. He's more to the end than the beginning. And Embiid has a lot to prove. Nick Nurse is a championship coach.
Good point.
You know, he knows how to someone they just traded to a team and they win a championship. Right? So you don't think the Sixers can put it off?
Fuck
With
no. Fuck
I'm not
no.
gonna say fuck no. That's kind
Hell
of
no.
crazy.
I'm not gonna say like they can't. I just want to see the flow of the
Hell
team.
no. They
Hey Rick.
and B is just like the Clippers situation, right? Embiid is just like Kawhi. If Embiid, let's say Embiid gets hurt, now what? Now what you do? Now what's going on, Bruce? Now that
Embiid is not like Kawhi. Embiid has played more
I
plays.
ain't gonna lie, Bruce. That's a good point because Embiid
Hey,
get hurt. Embiid does get hurt, bro.
He was
So
healthy last year. He was healthy last year.
I mean, but
he wasn't healthy, but he fit. It's a difference between being hurt and injured. Like I can deal with you being hobbled or hurt if you can finish. Kawhi can't even finish.
Nah, I feel that. Like, I agree. He was healthy last year, but I'm just saying he's in a situation where late in the year he gets hurt. Like you feel me? He's been looking like one of the best players. But when it comes to down, I'm talking about when it comes to playoff time. I'm talking about the end of the season, crunch time. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, is PG going to show up? You think because he got a new jersey, he just all of his son going to win a championship? He just going to go to Philly, and it's more pressure in Philly. They fans, they gonna tell you about it, PG. So you can't have no 9-point nights in Philly. I'm telling you, they fans gonna let you know about that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you just think they gonna beat Boston. You think they just gonna beat the Knicks, and just think it's gonna be so sweet.
Hasn't Maxey hit a couple of clutch shots in the playoff last season?
Yeah,
Don't you think he's gonna be better?
Maxey's the biggest X factor, Bruce.
I like Maxey.
Yeah.
I like Maxey.
He's gonna keep that team honest. He's gonna keep that team honest.
I like Maxey. He tough. I see.
I mean, there's players on the
offense
team
now.
that has been in playoff situations.
Kelly Oubre is on there too. Carolina,
Caleb Martin.
Yeah, no, they're a good
Andre
team.
Drummond. They got a good team, bro.
They got a good
three.
team, but they a little small. They got Caleb Martin at the 4.
He plays bigger.
I mean, they're not too small though. They're not too small though.
They got Andre Drummond.
Oh, I forgot about that. See, now they got pieces over there.
They do. They got Oubre they got Kelly Oubre planning too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
But Bruce,
it's gonna be interesting to see.
It is gonna be interesting. I mean, I don't. You don't got a bad pick, bro. Because Sixers to me they're gonna be a tough team this year. The thing about the Sixers is, obviously Embiid, like not even just health, bro. We seen Embiid be healthy but not finish out series, and Boston like has beaten them. I think every year in the playoffs with Embiid on the floor. So it's like if he can't dominate that
with Embiid on the floor with Doc Rivers as a coach.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I hear what you're saying, though, bro. But wait, huh?
James Harden.
Yeah, that is true, but I mean that is true. But James Harden wasn't the reason why they lost, though, either. I mean, Embiid, like it's crazy.
He wasn't.
Hold on, let me finish, bro.
James Harden wasn't the reason why they lost.
Yeah, he wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, James Harden wasn't the reason why they lost. But I'm just trying to say, I'm trying to say, like, you could be right, Bruce, if Embiid dominates that center, because Boston doesn't have a center. That's their only weakness. If they would have faced the Nuggets in the finals last year, they would have lost because they have no one to guard Jokic at all. So if Embiid can dominate in the paint and everyone else plays they role in Philly, yeah, they can beat Boston. But Boston is a better IQ team, and they just have better defense, and Embiid is just not that guy.
Boston is a better IQ team. I think Boston
is a better IQ team than Philly. That's not even a question.
I don't think Philly being Milwaukee or Boston. I don't think they beat.
I can see them beating Milwaukee. That would be like a 7-game series.
I don't think they beat them.
Boston was the most healthier team. That's why they won the championship.
They beat Philly, like, bro. I mean, we'll see, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie. Because Paul George has his moments in the playoffs, and Embiid, he I don't know. He gets sick. I don't know what's up with Embiid, bro. So we'll see what happens.
I think everybody has their moments, bro. I don't think it's one particular player. I mean, we saw Tatum for years could never get over the hump. Y'all heard me say it out loud. I didn't believe this nigga was ever going to win a championship.
You did say that, BJ.
So it's like he was coming up short against Jimmy Butler time after time, and Embiid obviously he has the most pressure to me this year is Embiid. He got to get out the second round.
But JT and Jimmy Butler will go at it. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't say he folded.
There's some games just Jason Tatum would be so inefficient, like fucking 25-30%. Like he was bad, and I don't know if people said it enough. But yeah, there was a lot of games he was inefficient. But I don't trip off of that because he's a two-way player. It's harder to be inefficient as a two-way player. You have more responsibility.
I mean, but JB, I mean, he would show up against the Heat though. I mean, they both would have like you said, everyone has their moments though. But I don't know Embiid in crunch time for real. I'm saying like he don't even like sometimes he don't even demand the ball. Sometimes I'm like, yo, like that's the only thing like upsets me about Embiid. Like, bro, like if they took Boston to Game 7, they should have beat Boston in 6 games, bro. Easily. They didn't.
So Kirk, you're picking the Celtics to win the East again?
As of right now, I have to put. I mean, they got Lonnie Walker too. As of right now, I'm gonna have to
Boston.
I'm gonna have to stick with the Celtics.
Yeah, okay.
The 2 teams, obviously, but the 2 teams like the Sixers. Like I said, I'm not mad at you, Bruce. The Sixers can I can see the Sixers beating them, but like I said, Embiid has to be a dominant player. I'm not saying he's the only player in the court, but Maxey is going to be a key because he's going to keep them honest. But Embiid has to be dominant. He has to be like, man, it's not even about him scoring, bro. He has to put the pressure on a defense. So when he does, they double team him and you get the ball to Maxey or something or Paul George. He has to.
I have a question. So the Celtics struggled against injured teams to close them out. And
what teams are you talking about?
The Pacers.
They didn't take those games. 5 games. Are you serious?
Yeah, because Haliburton got hurt.
Oh, that's the reason why?
They would have beat Indiana anyway.
I'm not trying to hear this. Okay, I hear what you're saying, Bruce.
You hear him,
bro.
You just said you didn't. That's right. And then you said
they would have beat Indiana with Haliburton, without Haliburton, with his cousin, his mama. They would have beat him anyway, bro. They have a chance to beat Boston, bro.
No,
the Pacers are a good team. They're not just some weak team.
Donovan Mitchell got hurt.
They would have beat the Cavaliers anyway.
Nah. They was not going to beat. They was too small.
What's the center name? He got hurt too.
Jared Allen. Jared Allen.
So here you go.
I mean, but KP got hurt. So what? What's the point?
Bro? Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown was bullying them. They was too small. I watched the whole series.
Who they play against Miami? Pat Riley. I mean, Pat Riley could have played.
Man, they got a little lucky. The only team they got really lucky on was because Jimmy Butler was not healthy. If Jimmy Butler was healthy,
only Jimmy Butler. All right.
Yeah, he was injured. Who else got injured? So what? What's the point?
I mean, they were playing against the shadow of Kevin Love.
Again, KP got injured. So I mean, injuries happen. That's what I'm trying to say.
Injuries. The Heat would have been the only.
Yeah, they do. They do.
The Heat would have been the only competitive team. If Jimmy Butler if he was the same player as last year, that would have been a good series. But Drew Holiday kind of does change the series. But the Pacers would have probably been 6 games to Haliburton, and the Cavs were too small. They was really bullying them. I watched that whole series, but they could not guard Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown. And Pritchard was actually doing his thing too. So and you gotta think Lonnie Walker came this year, but Lonnie Walker's on the bench. If they play him, he's actually a good player. So it's like.
Boston,
so I don't even think that the Celtics can beat the Knicks.
Boston.
I'm not mad at that, Bruce. I'm not mad at your picks. I mean, but the Knicks, we're gonna see what the Knicks look like, bro. Because Cat out of
the Knicks gonna be tough. The Knicks gonna be tough. They just added Mikal Bridges and they added Cat.
And got rid of that knucklehead Julius Randolph, bro.
They gonna be tough. They gonna be tough.
They can beat Boston low key.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they can beat Boston.
But you gotta beat Boston in the paint, though, bro. That's the only way you beat Boston.
I think the Knicks can beat Boston. I think they can.
You gotta outgrit that team and beat them in the paint, bro. You can't just outright beat that team. You gotta.
But I think Boston is definitely the favorite coming out the East.
For sure, I agree with him, bro.
All right.
I think the Sixers have the biggest chance of beating him, but like I said, Embiid has to dominate in the paint. If he does not do that, they're not winning that series. Bro.
Man, forget them dominating. Embiid got to be there. Let's start with that first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I agree.
My point. He got to be there. If you can say the Sixers, but you know what I'm saying. We don't know if Embiid. Tell me if Embiid gonna be there. And now that my answer might change. You feel what I'm saying?
The Jason Tatum is so great that Steve Kerr bench him in the Olympics. But okay.
But
that was some dumbass shit though. That was
no. But see, the thing is, I don't like when people just try to use that as Jason Tatum not a good player because he ain't play in on the Olympic team. But that's the best. That's the best collection of athletes in the world right there. Yeah. I mean, they play with LeBron, Steph Curry, KD. Bam, all them on the same team. Like that ain't
Jason
really,
Tatum is top 10, but
that ain't
LeBron
really
is
saying much. Like that.
LeBron is still top 10.
So
LeBron is
Bruce,
still top 10.
who's top 10?
Jason Tatum was top 10 last season, right?
Yeah, he was. He's top 10 now.
Was LeBron top 10 last season?
Damn near top 11, 15.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you can put him in the top 10. I'm not mad
Kevin
at you.
Durant. Kevin Durant was top 10 last season, right?
No, not really. Not
Okay,
really.
and he got bench. Okay.
But you gotta understand, Bruce. So we're
Alright.
gonna sit here and act like
you gotta understand, like it's like I understand what you're saying. The NBA, they playing fever basketball, bro. At the point in time, you know what I'm saying? They got training camp, they got all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If he was on the bench for a reason, bro. Like I'm sure I would have put him in the game, but you know what I'm saying? They had other players that was in the game that was better than him. MB wasn't in the game at times. You feel what I'm saying? AD was in the game. They benched Embiid too. So it wasn't just Jason Tatum. You feel me? So it is what it is.
Well, Embiid had an impact. I think
So
he
we're gonna
had
act like
an
they
impact
did.
against Serbia.
That's true, but are we gonna act like the games weren't close and they didn't need Jason Tatum? I think they actually needed Jason Tatum, but they didn't play.
To shoot all those breaks you were shooting?
No, I'll say this though. So remember they was down when Steph Curry. What game was this, man? Like the US was down by like I forget how many points though, but Steph Curry was the only player that was playing good. You could have played Jason Tatum, but they didn't play him that whole game.
Yeah, they would lose that game if they played him.
So you can't play Jason Tatum in the second quarter, third quarter. Like we're not talking about crunch
No,
time.
because we want to keep the game close.
Oh, that's the reason why. Okay, so Jason Tatum can't play basketball now. Okay.
Did I say that?
I mean,
No,
that's
I
what
didn't say that.
I mean, bro. Like, like you can put Jason Tatum in the second quarter, third quarter. Like you really can't fuck that up, bro. Like I'm just saying, like you're a basketball player at the end of the day. So it's
All right.
like the bench him for the whole game is crazy to me. It's like, oh, he's gonna fuck up all the plays. Like this nigga forgot how to pass, shoot, rebound. Like
I have a question.
He led all his teams in those categories in the finals. What the fuck? All right, bro.
So you led all the team, but he didn't win the MVP. Okay. All right.
I mean,
okay.
Jaylen Brown was the MVP, but I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say Jason Tatum didn't. It was like, I mean, to me, it was still kind of like 50-50. But
So Jaylen Brown is the best player, right? Or Jason
yes,
Tatum?
he is.
Oh,
He is the
Jason.
best player.
Oh, okay.
Jason Tatum, but it's not. But Jason Tatum is right there, like right next to him. It's not like I'm not going to sit here and say Jaylen Brown is 2 levels better than Jason Tatum.
I mean, he won the conference MVP, and
he deserved it. He's the best player on the team.
Just because you win the Finals MVP don't mean you're a better player. Wait a minute now. Whoa, what are you doing?
that's true. That's true. That's why you don't win. You don't win the conference finals too.
I ain't gonna lie. Jaylen Brown, I think, is the best player on the Celtics.
I agree. No, he's not. Jason Tatum still is. What are we talking about?
We disagree, Mingo. That's not.
I mean, you can disagree all you want to. That's fine. But all I'm telling you is Jason Tatum is still the best player on that team.
But Mingo,
very
they
inefficient. Like, nah, Jaylen Brown, he's the best player on the Celtics.
He's not
you know
the best.
He's a two-way player. Like,
Mingo, but it's not by much though, Mingo. We're not saying like
it's not by much. It's very close.
Jaylen Brown is not better than Jason Tatum. He's not.
So
Jaylen Brown is the best
But
player.
you're
on the
saying
Celtics.
like it's like
He's not.
Jason Tatum is better than him like by far, bro.
No, I'm not saying by far. I'm just saying Jason Tatum is just the better player. That's all I'm saying.
Nah,
I'm not saying by far.
He's not.
Jason Tatum is the best player on the Celtics. If he was and he still is.
Not even on 2K.
He's the look.
Nah,
he's the poster guy. He's the
he's the better player.
He's the baby
He's
face.
not.
Kurt. He's the baby face. But
Because
he's
y'all
not the
basing
best
it off
player,
of because
bro.
he won the Finals
We're
MVP,
not
which
basing
is
it off
not.
that. We watch the
whatever.
games. Watch the games. I'm like, no, Jaylen Brown's the best player.
But that's what Bruce brought up. Cause who won the Finals MVP? That's what he brought up in the Eastern Conference MVP. That's what he brought up. So y'all telling me in 20. So if that's the case, then according to Bruce logic, then that means in 2015, that means Andre Iguodala was a better player than Steph Curry because he won the Finals MVP, right?
No, that's not the same thing.
How is it not the same thing?
That's not this because we watched the game. So
Okay, so just because you watched the game, who won the awards? That's what your logic was. So that means Steph Curry. That means what's the name was the better player than Steph Curry?
So the
according to your logic.
The LeBron media said, "Oh, we stopped. The guy was guarding. We cannot give the MVP to a loser. So let's give it to the guy who was guarding the LeBron." So
And he
that's
averaged 40 on him.
Yeah.
It doesn't
He
matter
averaged
how he
40.
got it. He got the award.
He averaged 40 against
Let him know Lamont. He went crazy.
That's all I'm telling you. And that is insane that you
Hey,
say that
Diego,
like
I
that.
see what I don't base my argument off that. I base it off of I see Jaylen Brown as the best player of the team because I watched the games. I'm like, you know what, Jaylen, it's like I said, it's not by much, but I think he's a better like impact wise and efficient wise, he's just a better player than Jason Tatum. I think Jason Tatum is a good
Jaylen
player.
Brown is winning on the court and off the court. So that's
That
it.
don't mean shit. I mean,
What does that mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't mean shit.
Look it up so you understand.
He winning on the court and off the court. Jason Tatum got paid more money. So off the court, it would be Jason Tatum.
All right.
I mean, what are we talking about? Not unless you basing it on the females that he talked to.
Y'all funny as shit.
Man, let's get ready to end this off, right? Because I'm gonna do another show in a couple hours about the game last night. But any last things, man, before we end this show?
Yeah, hey, BJ, I just want to tell you one thing, right?
What's
We ball every Tuesday, right?
That's fact.
Kirk had a 1v1 yesterday. It was money on the line and all that. I want you, and the game went to 11, right? I want you to. He went against my other brother. I want you to guess the winner, and I want you to guess the score.
Well, I'm gonna say Kurt lost and the score was 11-7.
Damn.
Damn. Hey BJ, go ahead. I want you to guess the score, and I want you to guess the winner.
I'm gonna go 11-10. Kirk won.
Kirk won 11. It was the right score, Mango, but Kirk won 11-7. You know what I'm saying? He won.
That's a good.
And
I'm about to say
he
that was
won.
good.
He won about $150. It was a lot of pressure. He won it 1v1. And the other person had 7 points with 18 rebounds. Kirk had 11 points with 4 rebounds. Like, it was crazy.
Oh man, crazy. Kirk. So you a shooter, Kirk?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. My shot is janky as hell, bro. But I'm really like I don't know. I guess
Nah. He wasn't shooting.
Maker.
He was just doing the ugliest Euros I ever seen in my life, man. It was going in. I'm like, bro.
Just like Jason Tatum. Just like Jason Tatum.
I do it.
Then once I seen
Kirk, you can
going
dunk.
in, I'm like,
no, hell no. I can't dunk.
I'm like,
oh,
the
damn.
rebound. The person you going against, he's 5. He's like
he was small
5.
shit though. He was small shit.
Like,
I thought he was like the posterizing guy.
Like, come on, like
he was small shit though.
Like,
Yo,
it was a good
Kirk,
game, though.
Kirk, send me some
wanted to
film.
tell you that, BJ.
Y'all need to send me some.
Kirk, how tall you is? If the other guy was 5, what you say? 7, 8?
Hey, BJ, we got it. Trust me, we got it all on record, bro. We got the whole clip. We got the whole game. We got the whole game.
Hey, yo,
oh, y'all know my big homie. He played at Maryland. Travis Garrison.
Yeah,
he played at Maryland. That was the year before they won the championship. That's my big homie from Maryland.
Oh, okay.
What's his name?
Travis Garrison.
Oh, he played for Maryland College, or he's from Maryland?
University of Maryland. Yeah, he from Maryland.
Oh,
he's from Maryland. And he played at University of Maryland.
When you say your homeboy or whatever from college played for Maryland, I thought you were talking about Juan Dixon for a minute. I was about to say, you know Juan Dixon.
He was before him. Yeah, he's a year before him. Steve Blake.
You know Juan Dixon. Get him on the line. I want to talk to him.
I got you. I'll get him on.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got you. Okay. Yeah, man.
But Kirk, he was a dog yesterday, man. Kirk was he didn't give a fuck about a rebound. He just wanted to get a stop. That's all he was worried about.
That's not getting no shit about no rebounds. That's a Josh. That's you can get all the rebounds you want, bro. I'm not worried about that.
He said, "Fuck them rebounds."
Yeah, I appreciate you, Lamont. No, it was a cool game though, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, but I'm gonna catch up with y'all later, man. Y'all have a good day. Love y'all.
That's
boys.
a bet, man.
All right, love, man. We're gonna talk to y'all later.
BJ.
All right, peace, bro.
Peace, man. Peace.
All right, man. Great show, man. A little over 2 hours, man. Rick had to dip out, you know what I'm saying, get his rest. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the show, make sure you guys like the video, hit the like button, hit the share, subscribe. We'll be back later today. I'm about to hit the gym real quick, and I'm gonna get ready for the second show around. I'm gonna probably be around 4 o'clock my time. I'll probably do about 4:30 my time, and we're gonna put this other show in. So y'all tap in with your boy. Until next time, we respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, polite pace, out of here like swim well.
I'm feeling good, feeling alright tonight. I'm feeling good now. Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood, homie. Little Rob, I feel good, I feel alright. Cruising through my neighborhood on a warm summer night. I feel good. That's right, I feel good now. Summer night. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. I just kicked it at home, I polished up the chrome, called the Ruka on the phone, let her know I'm home alone. It's 7:30 and the sun's going down. It's a summer night and the fun's going down. I pick her up and she looks all dolled up, sitting passenger in my rag and Paula. Yeah, I let her know that she looks beautiful to me. The world's an ugly place, but she is such a sight to see. The kind of woman that would put up a fight for me. The kind that wants to spend the summer nights with me. The temp was 80 and I'm cruising with my lady, playing some Rafi Bagan, who baby, baby. I see my homeboys and the cruising in the ride, with their ladies sitting by their side. People think we look crazy, but I think we look classy. But then again, that's only if you ask me. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. My homeboys throw in the backyard boogie, so everybody gets together to unwind, relax and have a fun time. The DJ spinning, so I grab the mic and be like, ain't nothing like them summer nights. The party's packed with beautiful women and the gang of the homies that wanna get with them. And they'll say anything just to hit them, and it's usually a nice summer night when they did them. I don't know, it must be something in the air. Can't help but have a good time because the feeling is there. To some people, the feeling is rare. They're at the past saying, God damn, I wish I was there. To have a drink, have a token, hook up with someone fine, but the kind that looks up. Gotta keep some pisto in the cup, party until the sun comes up, but we give up. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Them summer nights can keep a smile on your face. Gotta try to have a good time with your life, otherwise it's just a waste. Either way, I'm gonna party just in case, like Prince party like it was 99 and 87, 88. I couldn't ask for no better weather. I'm right next to the Pacific, to be specific. The candy paint job glows under the moonlight as I close out my summer night and say goodnight. It's time to put the top up and park it, drop it, unplug the ground, roll up the windows and lock it. Walk in the pad and fall into bed as she lays on my chest to rest her sleepy head. And we do this all night long, from dusk till dawn. But it's not quite the same when summer nights are gone. But even when they're gone, it won't be long. 8 more months and once again it's on. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop.